Ha ha! What up? Happy holidays up in this motherfucker. We're gonna get drunk tonight, boy. We're gonna talk some shit and drink. Let me turn this dumb music off. Wait, oh, Marco's got the lighting kick in there, bro. Let me get my shits together. It's the after party. It ain't supposed to be polished. It's just supposed to be fun. Let me turn these shits off, man. This music. Where is it, bro? Where is it? Yeah. There we go. Look. Drinking beers, smoking weed, drinking beers.
What is in the purple cup?
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, yeah. Is that absinthe? I forgot what they put in that.
No, it's the liquid cocaine / liquid marijuana.
What's in it?
A lot of shit. I don't make it. Her friend, shout out to my wife's friend, Mary. She makes this stuff. I don't know what all's in it. She came over to a party one day and my counter, it's like, I priced it all out because my wife has a list.
Yeah.
It come up to like $65 for all the shits.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, talking about fucking prices of motherfucking shit. I did a beef stew, old-fashioned beef stew, following a girl on a YouTube recipe.
Yeah.
I went to the store, got an 18-pack, got a bottle of wine, and then the rest of all the ingredients and shit. It was fucking $100. And I had I probably got 10 servings of beef stew. It's hella good and well worth it. And if you figure if you go to Denny's and get beef stew, it's $9.95 plus tips. So it pans out to be proper, but fuck $100 to make a meal.
It's expensive to get buzzed or high. I mean, it is. Except Natty Light. Natty Light ain't expensive.
And Bud Light. Hey, Bud Light comes out to like 70 cents a can. If you go to the right store, you get a 30-pack for like $22. I think Walmart has them for $22 or $26. Are you live right now? Look at you.
So you're a little more than Natty Light. Natty Light is about $20 for a 30.
Yeah, and even cheaper than that is besides Duff is Natural Ice. Natural Ice, Natty Light, and a lot of those stay to be a little bit lower. Pabst Blue Ribbon is the lowest, I believe. That's when you're hurting. I got $5. I want a 12-pack.
Fucking PBR is good for water in your yard.
Hey, Diamonds, what's up? Diamonds made it.
Oh, hey, Diamonds, check your Instagram messages. Don't be bogarting me, bro.
It says Pac, the human bogarter. You could message Pac all day long and he don't get back to you for like 4 days and shit. Don't listen to that.
So shout out to Marcos because he's right. I'm wrong. I need to do better on that sometimes. So he's the guy that says, get your shit together, man. I'm like, I know, man. Like, I'm the mean one, the bully, and he's the nice one.
That's absolutely correct. Absolutely. How many beers have you had so far?
6. 6 tonight.
What's up, Moto Frank? Hey, Moto Frank, go to bed, bro.
Yeah, go to bed. But he's like, are you guys going live? Why? Are you going to watch us?
Moto Frank, don't listen to Pac. He's an asshole right now, bro. You should have heard him before you even started.
Moto Frank is a cool dude, man. I thoroughly like talking to him, man. He's a good dude.
Hey, is Christy home right now, or is she not home? Sleeping. Oh, we gotta be quiet.
She was doing arts and crafts while I just did the previous show.
Oh, that's cool, dude. We went to the Arden Fair Mall, which is a pretty big mall in Sacramento, Marky and I, and I'll tell you what, there was a lot over there. Was ass for days, bro. And it's hard. I should have worn my sunglasses because it's hard to like stay like this because you don't want to be that perv. It's like, but you're like everywhere you're like, oh man, keep your eyes straight. Keep your eyes straight.
Did you say I don't want to be that perv? But
yeah, but gosh dang, man, did you see that, Marky? Mark's like, yeah, Dad, I seen it like 5 minutes ago. I was like, shit.
Marky's like you're getting ready to say fuck, but you're like.
Hey, and All brands of girls too. I love it. It's cool, man. I love all that shit.
You know
Diamond,
what's
it's still a little square. You picked a icon that doesn't pop up, bro.
Yeah, you did. You did, bro. Diamonds, come on now. Come on. I see your message. Come on now.
Hey, so how was the show that you did yesterday, man?
Oh, do you want to talk about them shits?
Yeah, I
Like,
want to know. I want to know what time you got there and how much product did you have on the tables in front. How many tables did you have?
I'm curious with something right now. I'm just curious. Let me bring this shits up. Let's see. No phone
I
available.
need you
Oh,
to
that's gonna okay. Man, I'm ready to finish this beer so I can start tipping. So I have a second camera I might use tonight so I can show shit. You know what I mean?
let me know how that works.
Um,
Whenever I use the second camera, it always fucks up my microphone, dude. It's like all wah 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 and shit.
okay. I had it up, but I wasn't on the same network, so I don't know if anybody's in chat. There might be nobody in chat tonight. How's that possible?
Because it's late on a Sunday night.
True words, right there. There we go. It says Skywalker. Let's go. That's what it says, bro.
Let's go.
Let's see. Let me go now.
No,
Go.
because Kaz is on right now. Everybody kind of got home at Kaz's house. You know what I mean? What's up, Toy Cartel?
Oh shit! What's up, Toy Cartel? Extra camera.
Everybody's chilling over there.
People chill wherever.
Yeah,
So,
I was there 20 minutes ago. This looks like.
Wait a minute. It works. See?
That's pretty cool. Okay.
It works.
And it's not fucking up your microphone, your internet yet.
Oh, but my computer's on turbo. Yeah. So, wait for some more people to come in. I'll show some shit, but I'll show that piece I showed you, or go in the room here. So toy shows. We're talking about toy shows, right?
Right.
All right. So I'll bring that up in a second because it's pretty easy.
All right. Hey, Toy Cartel, how you like that Serpentor, bro? Pretty cool, huh?
Oh my god, y'all with the Serpentos is dope.
I know that everybody was blasting photos and look what I got and look what I got. So I didn't really post anything of Serpentor, but he's big, he's a big figure. He's like a beefy and shit, man.
Let me send this to you, bro. Let me send this to you.
Cool toy.
This is super easy to use and it shouldn't mess up your camera, as I just showed you. Like it was just that all you have to be is on this. Your phone has to be on the same network as whatever you're using to stream, which is your Mac. So where are you at, you mother? There you are. Right here. Share with Mr. M3 Marcos reviews.
Don't gender me.
Oh my god, gender bias up in this. Okay, so I sent you the link. So if it's just that easy, dude. Like you could boast. All you gotta do is download that.
Okay.
And then download it to your Mac. You'll open it on your phone and it'll just freaking sync. They'll be open at the same time, both on Wi-Fi. You'll sync them, and then you'll just go to the bottom and do you have a share? Do you have a present button at the bottom?
Yeah.
You'd hit the present and extra. Is there an extra camera?
Oh no, so I can bring the extra camera up, but it tends to fuck with my microphone shit. So I have
We might try it tonight because if it works, I don't know if you with that app, it might not mess with your microphone.
Okay. So, but I have to put the app in the computer, right? I have to go into my app. Yeah. So that would take me right now way too long. And my camera is like not as good as yours. My camera. Let me show you mine.
Yo. Man, it's been a while since I talked to you, Toy Cartel. What's up? What's up, Zeta TF?
Oh shit! What's up, Zeta?
M3 is a gender bender. That's not nice,
I'll bend your gender.
Oh.
See this little guy right here, and then it comes down. It's like okay, but it has the weird, like kind of like a not quite a fisheye. You know, it's just not quality. It's only $20 on Amazon. I get it, but I thought that it was going to be pretty good. And it's okay, but it kind of distorts the depth perception. It's not true. Like yours that you pulled up right now, you could see it's a true camera. You know,
I think was it a better camera than this one I'm using? I think it was.
no, I think yours is better.
No, I mean right now, what I'm
Oh,
using here, here, here. Not so much here, but here. Is
yes.
that the camera from his sex dungeon, bro? If he's got, you talking about my camera, bro? I
Yeah.
don't have a sex dungeon, but I wish I did, bro.
Pax got the gender bending camera from the sex dungeon. That's what they call it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this topic. I have a whole topic I want to get to with you. Oh my god, bro, you've been making me laugh my balls off, you motherfucker.
Chopping topics. That's what we're calling the segment. Chopping topics.
Okay, so hit me off. I am here for you to interview. Hit me.
Hello, Mr. Pack. What in the world is your age? Because I'm guessing 93 at youngest.
Oh, you motherfucker. I know that I'm starting to get the flabby skin and fucking. Hey, I started cutting myself random. See that right there? This out of
Oh
nowhere.
no, you're getting the soft skin, the old man.
Dude, it just happened like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And my wife's like, your skin's getting thin. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, too many.
Oh.
All right, Pack's old, bro. I don't know how long he's gonna be able to hang on this one. He's already drinking that red rum. Red rum.
Tommy boy, the shiz. Age 69. Bro, I'm old. I'm old. So you wanted to ask me some shit about the shows. Oh man. I'm
Oh
on the
yeah,
show.
yeah. Okay, so I know that you had to drive about an hour and a half to get there, correct?
3.
3 hours to get there, yeah. And now
Well,
you have so the Jeep's up and running again.
yes.
Okay, cool. So you were able to pack the the 2 tables in there.
So okay, yeah. So I'll take you through the deal. So it's like 9 totes, a few random boxes, foldable cart, and we had it so packed, so heavy I couldn't see out the rear windshield.
Do
Our
you
rear view mirror.
do you make Christy work, or does she get to just tag along?
She helps me. Like
She
I
does.
tell everybody, I'm like I beat shit without her.
Yeah,
Like
that's
she
good.
comes in there and she helps, and definitely. I
Hella
told
cool.
her, go ahead.
No, hella cool. That's really a good woman helps out, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
So 3 hours down the road for this one. Another one takes us an hour and a half. There'll be one coming up Saturday. We do. That's just down in Moore. That takes us about 35 minutes to get to. Another one in Garland that takes 3 hours. There's one come up in Shawnee, which takes about 40 minutes. So that's, and they're all different directions. North, Tulsa. South, all the way to Dallas for 2 of them. East for Chickasha. And just south for Norman a little bit. Just a little
okay.
bit
Cool. And so far,
more.
this show, sometimes they're worth it, sometimes they're not worth it. Like gas, if car breaks down, you get a tire blowout, anything like that. So far, this one turned out to be pretty good.
Stop. So I don't even like think about that stuff. But yeah, you're right. Shit can happen.
Yeah, I
Shit can
know.
happen.
Knock on wood. I've been to a couple shows and I enjoy. Mine's just this right here. I enjoy walking around, and then stopping at like Omar's table, and then he'll go and walk around. Do you and Christy kind of trade off with that, or?
Yeah. So last one we did too, we barely had any time to get up from our table at all. It was that busy.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
Cool.
I'll walk around, look at the floor. A, you want to know what everybody's priced at?
Do they do you have a caretaker that grabs you by the arm and kind of helps you walk? You have your tennis balls on the front of your walker?
What
No,
about you?
I'm fucking with you, man. But
Oh yeah.
what was I gonna say was what flies off your tables the most this time? Top 3.
Dude, it doesn't matter where I go. It's always Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, huh?
Last show I had, here's what all I had: Hot Wheels, Transformers, mainline third party stuff, G.I. Joe, retro stuff. I didn't take any class. Yep, I had classified. I had some vintage Royal American Hero stuff. I had DC stuff. classic stuff from like late 2000s and McFarlane stuff. I had Star Wars stuff. I had it all. I had all that shit. Like, so when I go to the toy show, I'm like, I'm giving you everything. Like, so a lot of people there are giving you one thing. They're giving you one thing to specialize in.
Hey, shout out and not talking shit to the people that love Funko Pop. Oh God, but man, if I got a fucking and there are 10 cool Funko Pops, and I think I have 5 of them. And I just can't see having a wall of Funko Pops. But shout out to anybody that does. It's just not something that I would take as a table. But I'm sure they fly off the shelf like Hot Wheels, and they're like $9.99, $6.99, $24.99. There are some really cool ones. They got they do have some cool ones, but
yeah, look at Curtis Schultz.
Zeta, my pops.
Bro, I'll put it in the chat. Fuck Pops. I hate them things.
But not Pop the Trunk Toys Pops. Funko Pops.
If Pops was here, he would get a special welcome like only he receives. Where you at, Pops? Are you sleeping? People are like, man, come on now.
No, I'm telling you, everybody's chilling over at Kaz, bro. They're just they're having a good conversation. Steve,
nobody knew this was going to happen. Just so
there's no advertising.
So,
no advertising. Yeah. Hey, why don't you take a big swig of that? Let me see you dip that. I'll go. Oh. Hey, everybody's seen this? Everybody's seen this before, but this is my commercial break when I go get another beer. Hey, baby. What's that? Yeah, no, because I got a commercial break. Thank you.
Oh, shout out to commercial breaks. Let me look at this thing. He's got on the spinner. Oh, so it's funny that look at that ass, bro. Like, yeah, that's right. I'm not monetized. I could be, but I don't want to. I'd have to play by the rules. They just demonetize me. But look at that ass. So the colors, what I noticed about that thing right off the bat, the black boots. I love tall black boots. The pink like that is amazing. And I am a fan of different colored hair. So pink, that looks like kind of a greenish teal, maybe. That figure pops with all the colors. And what is that exactly?
Bisojo Morgan from Street Fighter.
Yeah, Zeta TF called it. He said it was Morgan. Yeah,
it's actually, and you know what, Zeta. It's not Morgan. It's Morrigan, and which is an easy mistake because I was doing the same thing. But you know why I got this was Too Many Figures got it. I had seen her on Big Bad Toy Store, and I almost got her, and I was like, I just don't have room for the Bisojos anymore. But then Too Many got her and showed the ass, and I was like, oh, that's mine,
dude. You can't deny how good the ass is on that figure.
I don't know. Okay, so some dude he's got wax or whatever they're using to sculpt, and he's just shaving perfect lines, and then he's got to go to the manager and be like, "Hey, is this good?" The manager's just like, "Oh yeah, that's good. We're doing that." Fuck, man, I love it. But yeah, I was showing this off all Friday night. But anyway, so back to the show. You're not getting burnt out on them yet.
Sorry, I was sending something.
Oh, you're good. Yep. Pac's not getting burnt out on him yet. So that when I did the one show with Omar, I've done 2 with Omar. I can't see the packing up, the doing, the setting up, dealing with the customers was my pet peeve when I worked for. What's up, Larkin's Lair? Dealing with customers. As much as I like people, I don't like when people think that they know more than you by being disrespectful about it. Or if they want something and you're just like, ma'am, we don't have it right now. I didn't do the ordering. Like, I'm not manager of this place. I just work here, you know? So I got out of retail for that simple fact. People are just assholes, and I don't like that shit. But you gotta deal with somebody going, "Oh, I'll give you 25 cents for this $1 car." You're like, "Bro, it's $1, motherfucker. Take it. Don't give me that stupid shit," you know?
Well, I think I don't really have that issue.
Good.
haven't run into it yet. And if they did, I'd just be like, look, I'm sorry I couldn't help you out, but hope you can find what you're looking for.
Yeah. Dude, does anybody ask for any requests? Like, hey, bro, if you ever see this Hot Wheels, can you? Oh yeah, good. What's a hot item?
Yeah, it's all right. I sent a couple people some messages, so we'll see how that shakes out. But toy shows are fun. They're fun for me to go and enjoy being around the people. They are a pain in the ass for me to prepare for. So yeah, I was going to tell you this. So last week I had to prepare almost 1,200 mainline Hot Wheels that were filthy. I had to clean them all.
1,200?
Yes.
That's a fucking bunch, dude.
That was like 7 totes of them. Because each tote holds about 200 cars, right? Yeah.
Are those 1,200 cars yours?
Are the 1,200 cars? Yes, they're mine now. Yes.
What if somebody walked up and said, "I'll give you $600 for the lot of 1,200"?
What'd you say?
What if somebody said, "Hey, I'll give you $600 for the lot of this 1,200"?
If I have it. Sorry. I'm gonna try to get somebody on here. I'm gonna answer that. Just let me get this.
Let me see. Larkins later said, "Hey, Curtis," and "Oh yeah, Pack, how's the business going?" And "Whoa, did you just throw them in a bin or something?" Simple green bath. Oh yeah, like how do you clean them?
Okay, so I can tell you this while I'm doing this. It's a pain in the ass. So a lot of these things are dirty, man. Oh, good. I have that email. A lot of these things are really dirty, bro.
Wait, you get like chips, like TF fan page had that bag of chips and shit.
Oh, I don't get them loose. They're all on card.
All in card, Larkin. So he's not dropping them in a fucking simple green bath. You're just breaking them down and shit.
What I'm doing is, if I can get this to go, we'll talk to him one-on-one. I get a damp rag and I have to wipe them all because some of them, the dirt is so thick on it, you can't just take a microfiber rag or something and wipe the dirt off. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And the closer it gets to the end of the week, I'm like, fuck, I'm behind. So you start getting stressed. Shit like that. Come on, Sin, man.
Hey, you've heard of child labor, right?
Stop it.
Hey, here's a cookie. Fucking shine these up, bro.
I will get this right, dude. It's kind of an after party thing, so it'll get going. I'm just trying to send a link out right now.
You're good.
Because I don't know what's going on with my email. Like, it's taking a really long time, and sometimes it won't. I'll send it, and it's not going to the sent folder. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
That's what Curtis Schultz always says.
Yeah, it started out with him and nobody else but just him, and now it's happening a lot. So I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Chrissy, while you're doing that, I'm just going to show this up. Chrissy got me this the other night. She just went and bought it for me. I thought it was pretty cool. Do you have this one in?
What is it?
It is a Velocita?
Velocitor?
ITA, Velocita. It looks like a Corvette, but it's like maybe a concept.
To be honest with you, I don't know if I have that or not. I've seen it before.
You have seen it? Okay.
Yes.
She just saw it and thought it looked cool, and then set it on my desk when I got home. I was like, "Hey, did you buy me a Hot Wheels?" She said, "Yes, I did. Do you have that one?" I said, "Nope." She said, "Score." I said, "That's cool. I like that." She does that every once in a while, but I thought that was pretty slick. It's got a good tattoo on it. Look at the Batmobile.
It does resemble Batmobile a lot.
Yeah. Low canopy.
Yeah. So, sorry for the sidetrack.
You're all right. I don't care. I'm here for the long run, bro. I love you, baby. Later. Can you lock that when you did it?
Yeah, Larkin, I sent it to the IG too.
Yeah. Thanks, baby. Yeah, nice art on it, huh, Larkin? Thanks, bro. What's up, Delmas Dugan? How you
Delmas
doing?
Dugan, what's up, dude? I always say Delmas Dugan sends me like the memes that are perfect for me.
Hey, Lark.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
I hold on one second. Okay, I had the stream running at the same time, so I had to pause that so I can actually hear you guys.
How's Hawaii and the eruptions right now?
It's doing okay. The worst. Well, I'm like 500 miles away from the Big Island. I think the worst is the fog and like affects allergies, yeah, and stuff.
Oh,
So like the the ash and whatever comes out of that is probably for me at least. The guys on the Big Island though, if that thing spills over, then I saw in the news that thing can go from the top to the ocean in 2 hours.
whoa.
2 hours ain't a lot, a lot of time.
No.
No.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
everybody can talk shit on people that live in California and Oklahoma, and about earthquakes and whirlwinds, but I wouldn't live on an island that was going to blow up one day.
It's not too bad. I mean, for most part, it's been pretty. I mean, it's always active, but
Yeah.
this is the first time it's erupted. I think in 20 years or something.
Have you
So
seen Have you seen the movie 2012 with you've seen the movie 2012, right, Larkin?
I probably I'll be honest, man. I am so bad in remembering stuff,
Oh no,
like
that's okay.
movies and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
But if you
you're in good
jog the
company.
memory,
You're in good
I might
company.
I might remember.
Bob Cusack's in it. And he's got to get his family out of fucking California, out of LA, because it's just falling apart. Woody Harrelson is in it, and they end up getting on an airplane, and they end up flying off and over, and they have to make it to China to get to these ships that are going to float. And they think anyway. Long story short, they fly over Hawaii, and but they don't know it's Hawaii yet. One guy says, "Whoa, what's that?" And all you see is just fire and fucking water and fucking buildings. It's just gone. And it's just melted and it looks like hell. Like literally looks like hell. And they're like, "Whoa, what is that?" And they're like, "That was Hawaii." I was like, "Oh shit." That brought it to me. Like there's some massive magnetic shift in the Earth's poles and the fucking everything got fucked up like Hawaii.
All I can say, if I start seeing the military digging out, I'm digging out because
Oh man.
there's so many military bases here. It's such a strategic place that if you see them start moving stuff off island, I'd be like, we better have a plane ticket out of here.
Oh yeah.
How close are you to that volcano that's happening?
Oh, we're pretty far, like 500 miles. It's very far.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know anything about them. So the ash, right? So you get smoke in there traveling everywhere, right?
Yeah, mostly the trade winds are here are pretty strong, so they mostly blow them away. But sometimes, if they're not that strong, they'll linger, and then that's when you get the fog and um, like it's kind of funny. Before COVID, right? We had some activity on that volcano, right? And we got all this fog and so I actually stocked up on N95 mask before COVID because of all that fog, because it was so hard. Um, but fortunately, when COVID hit, I had a huge supply of N95 mask that was
Oh,
really meant for fog, but not for COVID at all.
right
So
on.
so so I've actually been stocking up again, especially now that it's pretty cheap and uh, widely available again. So hopefully it's just acting up and it'll but the guys on the Big Island I feel for because if that thing spills over, the lava spills over and you're in that vicinity that decides to spill over, that's gonna suck. Like if I was living in that area right now, I already have like a bug out plan where I have stuff already packed, ready to go
You're
in
coming to
case.
California, or what are
Oh
you
no,
gonna?
no, like just to get out of the way of lava.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I mean, it's a huge island, so it's all about where does it spill over, right? Is it gonna spill over to the left, to the right? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So if it spills over on your side, then you got to move.
Okay, right.
So, but yeah, that's what I would do if I was there. But fortunately, there are hundreds of miles of water between us, so I'm good in here. There's no
You're
active volcano in here,
cool.
but
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
but the pictures are crazy. I mean, it's like you're in like Lord of the Rings something. You're
Yep.
right. If you look at it at night, kind of reminds me like with the California fires, right? The pictures at night was just crazy.
Yeah, like Armageddonish, kind of like hellish.
Yeah.
Now, are there any? I don't know the I'm going to say biology, but I know it's not biology of a volcano. But do they spew precious metals?
I have no idea, man.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I learned that in school sometime,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't know. I forgot.
yeah. I think it's all the like plutonium, nickel, platinum, all the ones that are coming up from the middle of the earth and getting pushed up over gold and all that kind of stuff, and how if they end up coagulating together because they're the
Mhm.
same bond, they'll kind of float off this way or whatever. But I honestly don't know.
I just I visited up there because it's a national park, right? The thing that stood out to me the most was not even getting close to the lava. It's just a sulfuric smell.
Hmm.
It's very strong.
Sulfur.
So yeah,
So
it's crazy.
I have a. We don't have many people in here now. We might not because it's a Sunday night. This is just a thing for having fun. And dude, thanks for coming on, Larkin. Thanks for coming on, M3. Curtis asked for a link. I sent you a link a while ago. I sent you a screenshot of the sent. Yours I actually did send. So you should check that. And so I want to talk to Larkin about his channel. If you're not subscribed to him, if you're watching this now, I think everybody in here is, but if you're not, go ahead and hit his link up
Oh,
and
thanks, man.
check him out. Now I was looking at your channel. You have a an image. Was that from a comic book? Your image on your homepage?
Okay, let me look at my channel because I don't remember what it is.
Like I know my image is Megatron. Like
What image is? Are you talking
Woo-
about my logo or my icon
no,
or
you're
the?
when you go into your home channel page, there's a
Oh,
strip.
that is from the Siege. So on the side of the Omega Siege Omega Supreme box is this piece of art,
Let me see.
and I took a picture
Yes.
of it with my phone actually, and then I put it up there because I thought, hey, this is a pretty cool art, and then it just it's weird how it came out
Oh yeah.
it
Right.
because it's not what you call it's not sharp, but I kind of like how it came out. It seems like some kind of
It looks it
artistic
looks
filter on it, right?
it looks like it was in a comic book.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Hound.
that sound. But the image, the box art on Omega Supreme is actually a lot more sharper, clearer. It's just I took this with my phone and as a quick shot, and it came out that way, and now it kind of looks like some kind of what do you call filter on it or something.
Yeah. Hound and Red Alert. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
it brings me to a topic
Uh,
that I'd like to discuss while you're here. Let's see.
Oh,
Come
Larkin,
on.
real quick, has 59,000 subscribers, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
okay, okay. Let me say something real quick
Ooh,
about that.
eat that, everybody.
I'm just saying it's a lot more than. So I put a couple of shorts out, and I guess they went viral. Like
Yes.
I have 3 or 4 shorts that have like a million, 4 million, a couple million views,
Wow.
and all my subs are from those.
Okay.
But they only come to watch the shorts.
As they should, because some people, like Pat was just saying earlier, we all have that ADD attention span now, and TikTok ruined us, and Instagram ruined us. We have no YouTube. YouTube used to be a 30-minute thing was short. Now 30
Yeah.
minutes is way too fucking long.
Well,
I mean, I'm happy with that. There's all those subs, but I kind of tell people like it's not something I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, look at me, I got all these subs. I know where they came from, and I know how they came about. And if I go to my channel stats, I get about 1 million views a month from 3 videos.
Wow.
Pop the trunk. What's up, Pop the trunk?
Hey, Pops, we were just talking about you earlier.
Pop the yeah, we were. I said he gets a special shout. Pop the trunk. So that segues into what I want to talk about, seeing how you're on here. I know exactly what you mean because sometimes I'll put up a video. I have one that's got like I think it's got like 150,000, maybe more by now. So I get subs from it. It's not a short.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, okay, then people are here for that type of content. But I do so many different contents. I'm like, am I cheating the system? But it's like, so I know what you mean. Sometimes you get subs like in a drove, and it's from that one thing. You don't always do that one thing or that particular style.
I'll tell you one thing: 20,000 subs are from one video.
Excellent.
20.
It's
No.
crazy.
It's
That's crazy.
crazy. It's crazy, but part of me is like, I'm not gonna toot my horn about it because I know it's luck. You
Now,
know what I mean?
if you had all those subs from and you were just grinding videos, you didn't do shorts, you
Mhm.
would be like, dude, I made some, like, you'd be like, I put in, I know what you mean by that. Like the hard videos to do, those are the ones that you wish would pop you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
but
exactly what you mean.
I've long, in the past I would try to wrap my head around the YouTube algorithm, but at the end of the day, I just said screw it. Whatever happens, happens. I don't understand this algorithm. I don't know anything. It's to me, it just seems like the luck of the draw at some
Shorts,
point.
shorts screwed up the long term. So there's the long view and the short
Hmm.
term. When they start doing the shorts, they screw up the algorithm. So all of a sudden, people like me were getting decent views.
Hmm.
I consider my views to be decent, and all of a sudden they dropped. But what happened was the algorithm got screwed up when they started pimping shorts a lot. They even made a video about it, telling
Yep.
people this was what was going on. We're trying to separate the two of them. But I thought it was like, oh man, people are jumping off. I'm like, nah, whatever. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But it was like, that was what it was. But my question is, and we'll start with Marcos. What do you look for slash enjoy when it comes to your YouTube personal preferences?
Um, the girls that do the flexible throw their legs behind their head shit, for some reason, those pop up on my feed all the time. I don't sit there and simp on them and do that, but I do a lot of politics. I do a lot of the girls, and I do a lot of um, cooking, a lot of cooking, and a lot of like if Pat throws up a video and live streaming, live streams, cooking, girls, politics, and the politics I always go and try. I'm definitely this way, 100%, but I always try and do some research to make sure DFS showed me that you got to fact check yourself before you start talking
Oh
your
yeah.
way, you know. So I do. I try and fact check myself, but it's so fucking hard because we're so fucking right. It's ridiculous. But there are some on the other side. So my politics goes there. Cooking, I look for people that do good shit. Fire Kitchen, um, Chabowski, probably blew up his name, and somebody and a couple barbecue guys where I just fucking go to their shit and copy their recipes, and they're amazing. And I'm glad they're. Oh, and you know what else? Do it yourself shit at home. How to
Mm.
do how to lay gravel. What do you want to do to prep? Although I know you just want to get those tidbits of reminders, like oh shit, that's right, and then whatever that kind of thing. So I love YouTube. It's my educator, and I wish. No, I don't wish that. I guess I would like to have had YouTube back in the first grade all the way up through high school. It probably would have taught me a lot more if I was structured to be shown what to look at and what to not be looking at.
Mm.
That's my thing with YouTube. I love YouTube.
Cooking's hot. Like
Yeah.
whatever platform you use, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, cooking's hot. Go ahead, Lorcan. Sorry to interrupt.
I don't know. For me, I like the DIY stuff, like tech, 3D printing. I've been watching a lot of Hot Wheels restoration videos. I find them fascinating. It's so small. I mean, you think about it. This guy is spending hours on a dollar car just to get it back to, what it was, its former glory, right? Or whatever. and I'm just fascinated by the craftsmanship of that scale, right? Just trying to do that, and then of course, how many coats of paint they put on it. It's just I'm always amazed when somebody puts a lot of time into something that other people may think is like insignificant, right? It's like it's a toy car. Why are you gonna put all that? But I think it's the process that's the person is doing, right? It's not really about the car. It's really just doing it and taking the time. So I don't know. Do you do restorations like that?
I don't do that. I do GI Joe vehicles.
Ah, nice. But
Um,
yeah, I just get fascinated by those, like from the stripping of the paint to the sanding to the like. It's a 1/64 scale car, so I've been watching a couple of those.
you should be
Uh,
able to do that with your customizing
I
skill.
I want to do it. I
So
but I got to be honest. I'm having more fun watching somebody else do it.
yeah, right. I know somebody that could tell you all the tools you need. His name's Matt 1989 Cars.
Mhm.
He's a cool dude. Um he's he's I don't think he's been on the show yet, but he's real cool. Big Stan introduced me to him. They're friends, but he will send you every tool you need because you need to drill out the
Mhm.
base,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna need to either re-rivet it or put a rivet in that is thread tappable, so
Hmm.
you can put a flat-headed small screw back into it, a round-headed screw. But yeah, and then you have like a grinder just to take the body of the car down to the base metal. You know what I
And
mean?
just the time it takes to buff it out and just it's pretty amazing. I don't know. I'm fascinated by that kind of detail work.
Yeah.
Um, it just maybe it's like like how you see the Japanese bonsai person cutting it and making it perfect. To
That is
me,
fun.
maybe it's there's similarities in that.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I wonder what the similarities would be between what you do and them. So Zeta TF says putting a lot of time into something that isn't significant. Larkin, you just summed up my YouTube channel.
Same here.
Oh,
Right.
Zeta. Zeta's a fucking funny guy. But
But it's the journey, it's the process. You enjoy it, right?
yeah.
Hey,
What
Hey,
up?
Kurt.
What up, Larkin?
USO, what are you? Are you Curtis?
Uso.
Uso.
Now he's underwater submerged object.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes, this is Curtis Schultz. Stop spamming Larkin. Come
Oh, okay.
on.
Hey, I don't know the usernames. I barely know all my relatives' names.
I haven't seen you in a long time on anything, but yeah, I
Yeah,
used to
this,
be
this
stationed in. I don't know if it'll remind you. I used to be stationed in
Schofield.
Hawaii, at Schofield. Yeah.
Ah, nice. How do you
Yeah.
like it there?
Uh, I loved it. I was ready to go by the time I was due to go, but now I miss it a lot.
What years was that? If you don't mind me asking.
2003 through 2007.
Don't
Oh,
lie.
nice.
1954 to 1958.
Yeah, talk about how old I am. Curtis is older
Yeah.
than me. Curtis is
Ah,
old.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Hawaii, but man, this place is too expensive.
I tried telling them about the swap meet over there at the stadium, man. That place was awesome.
Oh yeah, the swap meet's still going, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's now a big tourist attraction. A lot
I
of
What,
know.
tourists
what's
go there.
your gas at right now, Larkin? We just hit four. Actually saw a sign for 395. We were
In
back.
California?
Yep.
Wow, what?
In Lodi, Central California, we had a 395, and it's one of those things. If you pay cash, it's
Mhm.
395, but if you pay with your debit card, it's 405.
We
That's
are
cheap.
still at 5 unless you go to Sam's Club or Costco, then you're at 425.
Hey,
Or on
Prof,
base.
Or
What's up,
on base.
Prophet?
Yeah, if
So
you can get on base.
what is it where you're at, Curtis?
Where I'm at, it's dropped down to 379.
okay.
So
It just dropped down to that. It was like 425.
I just picked up gas on the way back from Texas for 2.54.
Holy shit.
Oh my
So
goodness.
around here, the gas is about 2.65. to low 270s.
Cool. We're back.
There's a big
You-
difference. There's
you-
oil
you-
reserves in Oklahoma. There's oil reserves in Texas. You get what I'm saying?
You know what's sad for Hawaii? We actually we had to actually import gas from Russia because it's actually was cheaper to import from Russia than to import from the U.S. because of what was that? What was that law that they have where everything has to go through I forget that law, but there was this law like it has the ships that come that dock cannot has to be uh, a U.S. flagship or something. Anyway, it has to go to the anything that we get has to go through California or something to come to here. So it ended up being more expensive for us to get gas from the U.S.
So all
So
those different legs it has to run through causes the price for it to go up more.
yeah,
Right.
that it would have been our prices wouldn't be so bad if we could just get it directly from the mainland. But it is
So
what it is.
Hey,
So-
buy electric.
negative.
That's
we,
the,
we we don't even. What do you think runs our power plants?
I know.
Kid, are you awake? Are
What
you
up,
awake
kid?
enough to, are you awake enough? Oh,
Kid, what the fuck?
are you
You-
awake
you-
enough?
You know, one thing I don't understand is like why Hawaii doesn't do nuclear power or offshore nuclear power, because we have the largest nuclear sub fleet stationed here.
Oh,
So
wait,
there's nuclear power all over this island.
you got a damn volcano erupting. There's energon like a motherfucker there.
Well, bring Starscream over, figure out how you can turn them into energy.
Well, Yukon sent Soundwave over. Soundwave went over there with his abilities and made the cubes
Ooh.
out of his chest and shit. So we need Soundwave over there.
Oh, yeah.
We need booby cubes. Boop.
Booby cube. Okay, yeah. Let's get Soundwave to turn all that lava into some kind of
I got a commercial break.
energy and stuff. But
Booby cubes. Sick. Yeah, I do miss Hawaii. I miss a lot of the stuff there, man.
I mean, the weather's always good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't complain.
So
about
so
that.
we were talking, Curtis. The question is, what is your personal preferences on YouTube channels? What do you like to see? What are the things that you gravitate to more?
Well, of course, I gravitate to the toy community. I gravitate to do-it-yourself stuff. I gravitate to news on politics, and then that becomes a whole digging into looking up actual where they're getting their information from and stuff like that.
So you would say DIY. Now you say toy community. There's that's vague, bro. What exactly do you look for and kind of says, "Oh, I like that style"? Because there's a lot of people
like
out
what
there.
style? You're talking about more like style.
Yeah, are you more what you see? Are you more the person doing it, or you don't care?
Probably more what I see, and I do like to try to do stuff. I'm a little bit limited now, but I do like doing stuff. I like getting ideas to try to do stuff with the toy community. I'm making like dioramas and stuff like that. So I like that type of stuff.
So for me, I'm more driven. I think everybody likes DIY. Kid, I'm gonna message you. You're off Wednesday, and you're asking about the GI Joe Hump Day show. I will get with you. Sounds like you're off Wednesday, so I'll get with you about that on Instagram. Probably be tomorrow. Don't let me forget. If you don't hear from me, bust my balls and send me a message. I think everybody will gravitate to a DIY. So if you need anything to do, everybody's going YouTube. Let me see if it's on there. Right? I need to change this or whatever. Other than that,
I gravitate to the red snapper.
I'm more oriented towards the people I'm hearing and seeing. You could have the best presentation up. If I don't like you, I don't care. I'm just gone. I just don't. Something about you, whatever it is, I'm gone.
That's mean, Jack. That's
I
straight up
I
mean.
almost said one name right now, and there's no. I'm not gonna do that because I don't think that's right.
This guy.
Hey,
but
we'll get it out here.
another thing. So here's another thing I watch for. So if I'm getting ready to buy something, so it's toy oriented, right? I'll find reviews. I just like to see it before I buy it. I just like to watch people talk about it. That doesn't necessarily gonna mean they're gonna persuade whether I want to. I'm just like, you know what? I'm thinking about buying this, and I want to see it before I buy it.
Yep.
I want to hear what people have to say about it. That just trips
Yeah.
my trigger. So if I stop on your channel, some people know this. That means I'm looking to buy it. So if Larkin were to put up a video about something that I'm interested, he's seen a comment from me in the past. It's like, and it's an old video, and I'm hitting on it. I'm like, hey, I'm looking to buy this thing. So I naturally go to people that I like first. You know, you got for Transformers, you got Larkin, you got Kato, you got Bobby, you got Imgo. I'm gonna hit that pocket first.
We got Pop the Trunk because every time I want to buy something, I'll go straight to him.
Trunk, yeah.
Because he pops up and he's got that boy gets everything, man. And I'm like, fuck, man, I didn't even know that was out and shit.
Yeah, the last time I was asking him was the Psycho that was out.
I need to unsubscribe from him and resubscribe because I can't get notifications from him. They just never fucking show up, dude. And it doesn't matter what I do, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've heard people say that about my channel. It happens to me sometimes. It's just weird. Yeah. I think sometimes YouTube does that when you're not in the same circles. So YouTube is like the detective board, Larkin. I say this. You know what I'm talking about detective board, right? So they'll have something here. So they'll have yarn string going there, yarn string going here. And what happens is like they're grouping you, right? They're seeing what you like to watch. So they're putting you in this thing. So let's say you go to one of these, there's live streams out there that you can do. They call, I forget what they call them, but what they do is they basically give you free subs by hacking. And all of a sudden, YouTube will see that your detective board has gotten an outside source way out here. Like your board's here with all your spider webbing network. Something way out here has came in. It came into you. So it like throws a flag or something. But
that's why I don't trust AI.
It should. Oh, yeah. We should trust humans over AI. But now, what do you like? Okay. Second question. The second part of that, Marcos. And this question is to chat too. You guys let us know too what you like. But what do you immediately not like? You see it, you're like, I'm out.
Anything negative.
Okay, I understand.
Anything where they're just talking shit on something, I'm like, I don't need to watch this.
Now, what if they're calling down the middle? What if they say they talk about some negatives, but they're also talking about some positives?
Okay, so with the toy, so I like negative politics because they're fun. All the memes and shit that come out. That's not what I'm getting at. Cooking, there's no negativity in cooking whatsoever. They don't talk shit on this egg and this egg. They're just cooking eggs, right? But with toy and DIY, if there was something like nobody talks shit on DIY. Like, man, I hate getting this wheelbarrow from Home Depot and driving my gravel over here.
It's pop culture, Marcos.
True. Jay Holla. But anytime anybody's negative, I'm just out. I'm like, all right, I could deal with it for a little bit, but then it's just like, it's just like.
Well, that don't answer my question though. What if somebody's calling it down the middle? They're not always negative. They'll point out some things that need to be done better, but they're always pointing out the things that are good too.
Like our top 10 review or top Bobby Skullface does that. Ben's Collectibles does that. They're right down the middle, and they'll let you decide. Graphic display right now is Bobby Skullface with Devastator Gravity Builder and Devastator Toy World. He had his opinion, but he didn't tell you have to get this one because it's way better. I like this one because of this. I like it, and fuck this one. He was just like, I'm telling you what, you guys, here's my 10 points on this one, and here's my 10 points on this one. You guys can ultimately be the decider of this. That's why I gravitated to Bobby all the time. And Emgo all the time, and Ben's Collectibles because he was a knockoff king and shit, right? Those were and this is before Larkin, before I even knew you, so I don't mean anything like that. You know that. This is way back on YouTube when there wasn't fucking shit.
There wasn't a lot of people.
Yeah, a really long time ago, and Anyway, so yeah, that was so. I think that's key is to be straight down the middle, but you have to do it right. You know, in my head, you have to do it right.
Yeah. So the worst are pop culture toys and movies. Franchises. Oh my god. So like I just did a show and we pointed out negatives. We also point out positives. Right. So I can do better in everything I do. You're a creator of movies. You're a creator of videos. And well, let's talk about just movies. Is what I'm talking about. If you can't take criticism, not just all out hating on what you're doing, then maybe you shouldn't be in that because none of us are perfect. And we got like if Marcos tells me, "Hey, try this or try that," I'll listen to him if I have respect for you. But what do you think? What do you think, Curtis? What are you immediately out on?
Anything Megatron because Shockwave's better. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
Lark. His mic.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
His mic is now off, Lark. Let's say, go ahead, Curtis. Go ahead.
He's not wrong. No.
Hey,
Larkin's mic is muted. Don't matter how much of a celebrity he is. He's gone now.
Oh man. I don't like. It's probably negativity pushes me away as well. That's really probably on anything. It's negativity will push me away to a certain point, or if I stay there long enough and listen to it, because I can get caught into it, and I can start typing, and but
right.
Also too, I like this community. We joke a lot with negativity, but it's just we know each other, so we know we're joking around, which that's what I love about this community right here. That's what draws me to this community. You can take pretty much most people can take criticism here, or they'll let you say your piece and just go on.
Not when you're talking their shit on Megatron. Your criticism is garbage, bro. This kid, everybody's got their opinion, man. You should meet people in the middle.
Yeah. Well, Megatron is one of my favorite figures.
Just a running inside joke here.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Well, I'll just say that in the Marvel G1 comics, Shockwave was pretty bad. Like
There's
in
awesome.
IDW,
he's pretty bad too, Larkin.
Yeah. I mean, like in the first couple of issues where he fight like just took over the Decepticons, I thought it was pretty. That I remember as a kid a lot.
So we're gonna hear from the celebrity. So what are you immediately out on for a YouTube video? Like it's just like okay, that's not my style.
Well, I mean, just like everybody, like negativity. Like if I mean, this is an escape. Like if I'm looking at a toy review, I don't need it to be so solemn or hateful, or it's like it's a toy. Tell me what I mean. I don't mind you telling me stuff that you don't like about it, but don't tell me like this is the end of the world, or as if you're reviewing like emergency food or some life-saving. You know what I mean? It's a toy. It's really a toy. It's not the end of the world. You can. I don't mind people telling me what they like and don't like, if they do it in tactful ways, just like in real life, right? Everybody. Most people are open to constructive criticism. And there's a saying: it's not what you say, but how you say it, right? If you say it in a way that's such a turnoff, nobody's going to be listening to you. So that's for me. And the other thing is, if it's too long-winded, then I like. If I see a review and I see a thumbnail looks interesting, and then I look, whoa, this is like 50 minutes long.
What's your time frame?
On a chug toy, right?
So what's your sweet spot and what's too long?
15 minutes is my sweet spot. Anything more, like if it's more than 15 minutes, more than 10 to 15, it either has to be really complex, like maybe it's a MP, maybe it's like a combiner or something. But if you're gonna spend half an hour to an hour on, say for instance, like a Hasbro Chug figure, I'm like, is there really that much to talk about on that figure? So no matter how cool the thumbnail, I'm odds are I'm not gonna click it if it's that long.
How about you, Pat?
Well, I'll say this. I missed it earlier. Man, I'm almost out of my drink. I'm gonna have to go pour more. And by the way, this is cup juice. Y'all never heard the term cup juice. Now you heard it. Cup juice. That's when you have. That's when you have the alcohol in a solo cup. Um, I forgot to say it. So my watching preferences are a lot of this stuff I can have on. Like if I'm working for a show, like I have to start working for a show, preparing for it tomorrow. I may have to work for it. I may have to work at it for days. I need something on the background that can be hooking it up. So I'm gonna hook up Club Shay Shay. I'm gonna hook up Joe Rogan. They talk for a while. They got good things to say. It's on the background. I don't have to worry about hitting to the next video. I think there is a good pocket for stuff to be had on the background. If you have something decent to say, your shit can be 45 minutes, hour. It's good because I'm working. I think there's a good pocket for that. My sports shows do that well. Now, what I'm out on? What I'm out on is if I just don't have a vibe with the person. So I'm out on people. So like sports videos, when they're like, it's like computer driven, and it's like it doesn't seem real. You know what I mean? Like the Chicago Bulls just lost to the Orlando. You know, they have that computer driven stuff and it doesn't seem like it's real. That stuff I'm out on. If you're doing a review and your audio and your video is off, I'm out. Like I'm a visual whore. If you don't have HD 4K and it's not looking crisp and you take some time in your background, you thought process, I'm out. I need to see it good. I'll move on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
So those are, I don't do, as we all do, I don't do a lot of negativity. I do enjoy somebody who will hold companies, people, or whatever accountable, but they're also understanding there. I'm also hearing positive as well from them, not just a bunch of trash out their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I also like to listen to people kind of like you say, bots and shots. Like I like for a show to entertain me with their stupidity. What I mean by stupidity is their funness.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I tell Marcos did some Instagram stuff this weekend.
Yeah, he
So what's up, Skydro Walker? So fucking funny. He's so stupid, dude. When I say stupid, it's STOOPID. You know what I mean? It's funny. I love that kind of shit, you know. So that's what does it for me. And what doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, is that your studio or is that your studio? You said you were getting ready.
Studio is not ready.
Oh, okay.
Nope, we started doing it. I'm like, this doesn't look good. I'm not going into it yet.
Okay.
So, creativity, like just imagination. I do not watch toy hunt videos. Can anybody on here does that blow anybody's mind that I don't watch toy hunt videos?
Yeah, it blows my mind because you are a fucking hunt whore.
Yeah.
You put out 65 videos consecutive, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Target, Walmart, and then you started hitting up that show that you drove up in the dirt and it was all out there. Okay, I don't exactly remember the name of it was, but fucking I couldn't keep up. And Pat was like, man, you gotta watch my shit, bro. Every once in a while, I'm like, I can't. I know, man. You putting out too many. But much respect because the ones I did watch were 12 minutes long, and that's my limit. 12 to 14 minutes, and I'm out. But shout out to Pop the Trunk and anybody like Profit Director, I'll watch anything Profit Director puts out, and fucking it makes me laugh. I've got a connection. Like with Pop the Trunk Toys, I'll fucking watch his shit if it's something that I'm interested in buying. So he just put out the Yamamoto transformer that's going to be a combiner with 2 other battleships and some other shit. But I watched all 25 minutes of it. I think it's 24 minutes and something. And then his Windblade as well. I watched all the Windblade. I watched Deluxe Baldwin's wind blade video as well, because it's something that I'm interested in. So I'll put in my time if it's something that I'm like gonna buy. And that time is 12 minutes for me. And your hunt videos were slim like that. So, and they were fun because you interacted and you talked to people and shit like that. And
it's the alter ego. So I have the alter ego. Like when I go to shows, I'm quiet. I'm not quiet. I'm respectful. I'm not like, what the fuck is this? That looks like crap, or just, it's kind of like my old talking trash self. That's why I talk to myself in the video. I've got the guy that makes fun of me. I think I got that because I've watched all the OGs. Vangelis did that from like back in the day, still does that. So he has like the guy that has the little words on the bomb, right? I never realized that for a long time because he was gone for a long time. And I did videos and naturally I was like, I just want to put, like, if I mess up, I'm going to correct myself. If I miss something, I'm going to make fun of myself. And I started watching him not long ago again. I'm like, I had to have got that from him because he's doing that.
yeah.
Go ahead. Are you surprised that I don't watch hunt videos, Curtis?
Yes, I am. Because you do a lot of, especially the Hot Wheels. I learned a lot of the Hot Wheels stuff from you.
Yeah.
But before, this is a little off subject, and it's just before I forget the game show. Will we be able to get Larkin on sometime?
What the game show is that?
We do. I call it game show fails. We play trivia on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I come up with a bunch of topics and we write trivia questions. Like I'll do, and chat loves it. They get to answer the questions. We're all dumb. We miss all the questions. They get them all right. Like, yeah.
Ralph
Sounds fun.
Ralph Bednarski is the smartest man on the planet.
Ralph Bednarski wins every trivia show we do. So, but with Larkin, we're talking all trivia.
Has he missed a question?
I'm sure he's missed some.
But Diamonds as well. Diamonds is very smart
too. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just what we do. But
Larkin would be fun on the show.
I'm game. I mean, if the scheduling permits and all that stuff, man, yeah. I'm game.
Well, it's not often Larkin's able to. I'm very happy that he was able to have a little bit of time to do it tonight because he, like we all have.
You butt called me while I was at church.
Oh man, time difference is a bitch. But so I'll tell everybody, Larkin, do you know why I don't watch other people's hunt videos? Maybe Larkin knows because he's a.
You know what? I don't watch a lot of reviews. I honestly just watch my friends' reviews, or if I don't have the time, I'll just give it a like. I kind of get it in a way. I don't know. It's just because you do it. Is that why? Like for me, it's like.
Go ahead.
No, like for me, like I don't even have time to do a lot of my own reviews, and unless I'm really wanting, I seek out the review instead of just see reviews. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I guess kind of like M. Seek out the review. I don't know.
MGO I used to watch all the time, but the last couple of years I've kind of faded off.
Like, but if I see one of my friends have something up, I'll always just give a like at least.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, to be honest, I can't watch in my 24 hours a day. I can't watch everyone's content. I mean, especially some of the friends, they put stuff every single day, and I can't do it.
Yeah, Bert the Stormtrooper's funny as hell. I don't see all his stuff though. I wish I could.
Profit Director says, I learned that having your face on camera in a hunt video is important from Pac. Yeah.
But okay, why don't you like hunt videos?
I didn't say. Okay, my thing was, why don't you watch them?
Oh yeah, why don't you watch them?
Why don't I watch? I don't watch them because I don't want to be persuaded. I don't want to change my style. I don't want to watch because sometimes subliminally we don't even mean to. We'll watch something, we'll hang with somebody, and we kind of will mimic some of the stuff that we like about them subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to be like anybody. I don't want you to use your catchphrases. I don't want your shit in my shits. Now, every now and then, I might throw up a catchphrase from Big Stan or Marcos, and then I'll kind of shout them out. But I feel like it would change what I do, and I don't want to. So,
I mean,
why
I don't watch reviews, my friends' reviews of something I'm going to review. I'll usually watch it after I review it because I want to make my own thoughts too. So I guess that's similar.
Yeah, it's not being persuaded, not so like if I want to go watch a movie, I don't usually watch any of the media for it.
Right.
Because-
You're right. Sorry to interrupt. Trailers I gotta watch. I gotta watch a trailer before I can watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But another thing I want to touch on so people can understand. Larkin made a point that started happening to me. Before I started making my own videos, Larkin would know I was everywhere in all the videos, in all the comments, and all the chats. But when I started doing my own stuff, and everybody was supportive of me, Big Lark, Cato, Marcos, Big Stan, everybody was in support. Hey, do that. Do it. Go ahead and do what you want. When I started doing that, I had a lot less time to just browse and watch. It's just done. I can't have enough time to be a creator and be the viewer like that.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, and even among our friends and stuff, I don't expect everybody to watch everything I put out. I mean, my wife doesn't even watch everything I put out, so why would I expect you guys to? Right?
Yeah.
It's a
I mean,
nice honor. It's a nice honor every now and then, Larkin. So we'll be there and we'll see it. We'll see a homie or a Core 25, Core 50, as it's called in the community, and they
Mhm.
may stop by every now and then. It's like, man, that was super awesome. And you know, that one time every 6 months or whatever it is, they may have stopped by and they said something that means something.
Yeah.
Everything, you know. So
And to me, it's one of those things that I know where you guys stand. I don't need you to watch everything to make me feel like I matter, right? You know what I mean? It because I know all of us have jobs, lives, families, work, and there's not enough time to watch everything. There's just I wouldn't want you guys to watch everything because you should be doing more productive things with your time.
there,
Yeah.
father time is a bitch. There's
Yeah.
not enough time.
I'm retired. I don't even have enough time to watch everybody's stuff.
Hey,
No,
was Hawaii your last what you call duty?
It was my last active duty station. I finished up my last couple years because my eyes got really bad.
Uh
I got to finish up at home in Michigan.
Nice.
I don't know how long Larkin stays. I know the times he drops in, he has a little bit of time and he can't. If he's got time for another topic, I really would like
Yeah,
to
sure.
chop something up with y'all
more.
that we talked about on. I do a G.I. Joe video with Viper on Hump Day. We do a Hump Day on Wednesdays, and we had a topic on there, but this will be great to hear from everybody. So the topic is, and we'll start with Marcos. What's the best year ever for collecting, in your opinion? Now,
Okay.
all time. You were a kid, whenever, now, whatever.
Okay, so first, can I shout out that when I look at your frame, your bandana looks like you have a tattoo over your eyebrow, and I can't unsee it. It looks like you're a fucking gangster, bro.
I've been accused of. Well, this is my alter ego. It's Frito Bandito. You know that. Frito Bandito, and I've also been accused of, dude, you look like you steal bikes. So go ahead. Oh yes.
It's a signature name. It's a signature name tattooed on your eyebrow for sure right now, bro. That's all I see. Best year for collecting for me was when I moved into this house, which was 2016, and that's when I really started collecting. Back at my other house, I had Optimus Prime and my Astro Train from when I was a kid. And I started my eBay account at 2010, and but that was fine. But once I hit 2016, that's when I started watching and Ben and Bobby and Bots and Shots a year later. By the time 2018 hit, I had a good enough collection to start my own YouTube channel that I could have enough experience to talk about toys because I got it in hand and I was able to feel it and talk about it. So 2016, 2018 was my prime collecting years. Now I'm just following suit to whatever all of us friends are getting. And I'm not going, I want that because he has it, but I'm basically going like, oh, that looks good. I want that because he got that. And he got that because he respects it. I want to respect the same thing. I like that. I like everybody's fucking solid opinions on shit. That's good. And if it looks great, I'm getting it. And so my collecting days is probably minimized now. Now I'm just enjoying it and walking around the house, drinking beer, getting drunk, and just fucking looking at all this shit. It's eye candy to me. But 2016, 2018, end of story.
What figures in those times? So that's your
Transformers.
time that does it. What figures stand out? If it's 1, 2, 3, which ones in that time frame do you always like, this figure comes to my mind. This figure comes to my mind.
Oh, everything in my living room, fucking when Wei Zhang was a thing, fucking Blackout, Hound, fucking I got all the Basojo figures. I got Solus Joke and Voltron, motherfucking Hot Toys was a big thing with Ed 209. Fans Toys, when they fucking lit up the market, Fans Toys, I was just like the Cadillacs of fucking everything. Studio Series, I hit Studio Series and had to get every damn Studio Series. I think I'm missing before Studio Series hit 86 line, and just before War for Cybertron, I have I think every Studio Series except for like 10, and then third party shit like a motherfucker for that's why I was watching Ben's Collectibles so much because he was doing everything knockoff, which was super cool. And yeah, Transformers was all I was doing. I didn't get into classified until like Kaz says, I think he coined the phrase Jovid because COVID hit 2019. Yeah,
that's when classified debuted.
Yeah. Jovid hit, and I started getting all the classified. Only the Cobras though. I kept my budget to getting only Cobras, no Joes.
Yeah, shout out, respect in the streets, as Ivy would put it. But shout out to having a pocket, a lane that you stay in because it's easy for all of us because we'd like so much to just try to get everything. So shout out to the lane you keep in.
And then in the beginning it was G1. I had to get all my G1 shit, and I had to double up on everything. 2 Starscreams, 2 Thundercrackers because I wanted everything in bot mode and vehicle mode. And those are upstairs. Those are my love. My living room was my second love. Everything in here is my third love. But 2016, 18 was my
yeah. Let me get caught up in chat before Curtis goes, and shout out to your cat. Your cat's got a dent in his head. Shout out to anybody who knows that. Marcos.
My cat has a dent in his head?
Yeah, you say he likes to sleep under your bed. That's what he said, bro. Oh, man. So Profit Director says, there's this one reviewer, D Hunter, who ends every sentence in an upward inflection like he's asking a question. It's hilarious. He also says, I love hump day. Every day should be hump day. Jay Hollow, what's up, man? This year has been the best for me. I found all the super treasure hunts, 5 or 6 ultra reds, and I love legacy lines so far. You can definitely see the joy he has with collecting. So shout out to, let's see what Pop says.
He finds everything.
Yeah, he does. Every time I see him, I'm like, he's got an inside guy. I know he does.
He just has the golden touch. I don't know.
Or he's buying them offline. But shout out to Jay Holla either way.
Jay Holla shares with everybody too. He shares with everybody.
Yeah, he'll find if you can find something for someone, you'll find it.
Pop the Trunk regarding to our question of the golden. What's your favorite year in collecting? Pop the Trunk says DX9 Tyrant blew the doors off my collection and led the way. Tyrant was Megatron. That was a good Megatron.
No, wait, forgive me.
Tyrant was Megatron. Am I wrong?
Is it Galvatron? Yeah.
No, it's Megatron. I think I just was looking at that not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
So the Megatron Wars, it was better than Maka Toys. It was better than Apollyon. The only person to do something better than that's Takara. But they had a good one. I still think he's a good Megatron.
I just Googled it. It's Galvatron.
Is it Galvatron?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's one I got from Briag.
That's Megatron.
No, it's Galvatron.
Tyrant is Galvatron.
Unique Toys did Galvatron.
DX9 Tyrant.
Unique Toys did. That's Unique Toys.
This is DX9.
That's Unique Toys. Oh, god damn it.
I got this from Briag.
Yes, sorry.
This from Briag.
I will take my lashings now. I had that figure too.
Pop.
Sorry, guys.
DX9 is Mitron.
Damn
Oopsie.
it. Yes,
Yes.
my bad.
Oopsie.
I
What's
shall now.
happening
I
now?
shall-
Yeah.
What's up?
Huh?
Hey, Pat, that fucking was right on something?
Yeah.
I was right on something?
Should have placed a bet.
Oh.
Oh, should have placed a bet. But go ahead, Curtis. Go ahead, Curtis, with the topic. Damn, I fucked that up.
It's real hard on me, but I'd say 2012 is when I got back into the toys like heavily, because I had gone to yard sailing for a day with some family and I picked up like 3 boxes of Star Wars guys. And I was just like, damn. And then once
You said Star Wars. Which Star Wars?
it was everything, like from what I think I might have got a Greedo, an original Greedo, but it was more of like the early 2000 stuff in the late 90s, like the Power of the Force. But still, I was like, and I got them for like $10 to $15 for each box. So then I started seeing videos on YouTube, like Metal or like Amigo and all them, and that's when it really started taking off for me. But then, not too long after that, it seemed like everybody was catching on, and like yard sales, they started raising the prices of them and stuff. But so I say 2016, I was like 2014 was a big year collecting, but then so was 2016 when I really started watching all the stuff on YouTube, and I started like go ooh, which was a big no. But I really started. What I started collecting was movies when I first got in the Army. I had a big giant collection of movies. Got divorced, and the ex-wife snuck off with them, so I had to start it all over again. But
Porky's Nerds, Revenge of the Nerds.
I had everything.
So-
Star Wars galore stuff.
So you pick in the year, what is it? 2012, 2016? What you think?
I'm gonna say 2012 because that really started me up, because I was picking up video games too, because I was finding those. So 2012.
So I call this the 1.21 gigawatts effect. When was it that in collecting you were just like just jolts to the head? So you would say 2012.
Yes.
Okay. 2012 was a lot Generations 30th. G.I. Joe was still out there. It was toward the end.
Yep.
It was toward the end with 50th series. What else did we have around that time? Prime had already ended.
Yeah, I started seeing those over at Toys R Us. I was like, damn, these are fucking
Star Wars was still with 3 3/4 inch. That's what was going on in 2012. Go ahead, Larkin.
Yep.
Well, for me, I've always been collecting since I've been collecting Transformers since 1995.
I'm curious to see if I'm different than all y'all.
But I've collecting Transformers for back then, and I would say collecting really hit it off for me was probably when I started my YouTube in 2018. Because from 95 on to then, it was just my own little world. Like, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know you know what I mean? I was just collecting what I wanted about Transformers all the time, collected whatever came out, went online a little bit to research things here and there, but that's it. That's pretty much, I had no interaction with the community.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I started the channel, then I had a lot more interaction with the community, which really, I guess, like an addict, right? Just encouraged your habit even more. And I would say in 28, I guess it's one of the better years anyway, because when I started collecting back in '94, I didn't really have money, right? So, you're out of high school broke, whatever, right? But nowadays, it's like back then, we're buying $5, $10 transformers here and there, trying to collect as we go. Now it seems like there's no limit, right? Like, oh, there's a fan store, I'm gonna drop down $200, right? You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy in a way when you think about it.
Yeah.
But but part of me now, even though it's like that's when the best time started, I think I got to tone it down. So I actually started purging some stuff at a local toy show. Like I purged a lot of my Marvel Legends and just sticking to 90s X-Men. Purged all these doubles I had from, because when you customize, it's like, oh, I'm gonna make a custom of this, so I'm gonna get a second copy, but I never get to it. So I have all
Yeah.
these unfinished projects, and I just said, you know what, I'm never gonna get to these. Took them all those, sold them all at a toy show, and just cleaned up house it. And I think one of my, I know it's toward the end of the year, so one of my resolutions next year is to kind of, pare down more on stuff.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
I'll hold you to that, Larkin.
I'm trying. Like I'm not bought everything that passed my eye, um, which was the norm, right? It's just so, yeah. I'm trying to show some restraint.
Yep.
yeah. So shout out to the people who evolve along the way, who realize, hey, I need to understand my own self and not. It's
The,
stay
the,
like Marco said, staying in the lane, understanding and changing as you go.
the
Yep,
thing is,
I'm a hoarder.
restraint is easy when you're broke.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
And
not easy.
restraint is easy as well when it becomes hoarding and you're like, oh man, like I care about what my place looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
when there's
know?
no space left, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, I gotta be honest. Selling a whole bunch of stuff was, I guess, therapeutic. It felt good to, like, not have that junk thinking, oh, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. Well, it's gone, so I don't need to get to it.
It's like it's a burden. I mean, it's a kind of a good burden, but it's another burden off your shoulders, you know?
What's
Yeah,
up, Red Room Diecast?
I
and
got
well, and I gave all the proceeds from the sales to my wife. So that's
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yes. Hey,
so
the
Oh
number one. The
man,
number one.
well,
where?
but see that that's like, you got to give, the IRS what's due so that they don't audit all your other purchases. No.
That's that's not a bad way to think about it. You're right, Larkin. Hey,
No, I was just kidding. But yeah, I gave it to her. I told her, it was more of a part of just getting rid of the burden, right? I
hey,
didn't want-
Larkin went to one toy show and sold one Marvel Legend and gave his wife $22.
yeah, that's exactly what it. No, but no, I think also because having that cash, you're tempted to also start the whole pile again,
Yeah.
right?
But yeah. You're like, let me start watching videos. Let me start checking message boards.
Yeah, it's like, what can I buy with this now? So
Yeah.
I told myself, you know what, I'm just gonna say we'll use this for vacation money or whatever. Take it out, put it on the side, right? That's the real excuse. I was only joking about the tax collector. My wife is not a tax collector.
Back up your year, bro.
Yeah. Pop the Trunk Toy says it was hard to set a focus. Wait a minute. You gotta love phones. It was a hard to set a focus when I sold my chug off and went to MP third party. It is a relief.
Hmm.
I do have to mention this. Red Room just popped in. Red Room and Diamonds want to do a Hot Wheels live stream with me. I talked to them. We're going to be doing that after the holidays. It's just too hard. I need to structure that show. Like tonight, it's kind of just like this is the after party. I have not forgot about you, Red Room. We're still going to be hooking that up, bro.
Cool.
It's a free banging live.
Yes, bang one out. Bang one out. It's not good to say for monetization, but it's good for me. Bang one out.
Bang, bang.
After I go, I'm refilling my cup juice. My favorite year in collecting was 1985. It's not even a question. Um, Everything was fire back then. I dare anybody to pick a year that just tops that with some of this stuff now is because it's a throwback to something else somebody already created back in the 80s or 70s or 60s, right? 85, you had G.I. Joe was crazy. You had Mask. Masters of the Universe was coming into a lane that was just insane. Evil Horde, Fright Zone. You had stuff like um, Snakemen started popping, bro. They might have been 86, but 85 and that 86 was so cool. It blows my mind to what came out back then, man.
Oh, and the playsets were huge back then.
Yes. I mean, yeah, that's my if I were to make if I was rich and I made a collection, I would say that's my 1985 room. Everything that was in that room would be from 1985/86. Boom. It's nothing else in there but that.
That'd be cool. That'd be sweet.
There's great eras of collecting. I mean, you got Star Wars when they went to 6-inch. You got Transformers when they started doing kind of G1 again, but then they started hitting classics. Even though it's not popular now, it was still a great era. The third party when it breathed life, it was amazing. Those early 2010s, all the way up. Marco's talking about 2018. Third party was just lit on fire. But I mean, in the 2000s, because I was collecting with my son. He was old enough in the late 90s and 2000s, but those are the ones I had to choose from and why I had to choose from. So 85 is it.
That was a good year. A lot of cool stuff, man.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. Lorcan, I know that you have limited time, and I'm not trying to get you out, but anytime you're like, hey, I got to top out, you just do it. That's how we do on this show, man. Nobody has to feel like they're staying longer than they need to.
I appreciate it, but I've been so busy like with work and all that stuff. So it's nice to just hang and just talk.
That's why it happened to me, Larkin. These shows are running me ragged, but I need to do them. I was like, man, I had so much fun doing the Transform. We did a reaction to the Transformers Beast Rise of the Beasts right before I did this one. I had an amazing time talking to Briag 45 and Dare 2727. I was like, I told Marcos, this is therapy for me when I'm starting to get out of whack, too busy. I may be tripping in my head over something because when you're overextended, this plays tricks. You know what I mean? This is my level out, 100%.
Yeah, well, like my wife knows and 100% agrees and respects the fact that if she's gonna go in the hot tub and just chill, she can hear me talking to my friends because I'm at a bar. We've all said it. We all know it. It's like going to a bar and you're chilling with your friends, but you're not downtown getting in trouble. You're not doing that. You're just talking about shit that everybody that you're with, you're talking about the same thing. And it is, and like Curtis and I wanted to do a couple Christmas shows, and I was like, dude, I just can't right now. It's like everything at work's been busy. Then you got Christmas and holidays, and everybody's doing shit. It's like, and then to go on to like Kaz's stream, like shout out Kaz and Bruce and shit, to go on there, or it's just because you just want to go and just like listen and talk. And Pac's been doing some other shows. I'm glad that he said tonight I was doing something. He was like, hey, I'm gonna do this show, and if you want to fucking do the after party later, I'm down. I'm like, I'm down. I want to fucking, because my wife's gonna be at work, and I'll chill with you, and I can just fucking chat it up.
Yeah, you gotta have you gotta have leniency during the holidays, man. It is rough. But
I was gonna say it's like a bar, but the drinks are cheaper.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what, man.
The price of life is cheaper here too. Hey, y'all, Marcos, you can fire some up. I'm gonna refill my drink, man.
All right, I'm gonna switch up my commercial.
While I do that, you can stare at my screen.
Hey, is that a tomahawk in the back there?
Yes,
I
it
see a
is.
tomahawk.
It is a tomahawk, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
After over 35 years working, I finally got my grill like 6 months ago.
Wow.
It's a good
Oh,
too.
who did that? Who did that custom?
That's a Loki.
It's Loki with Baroness's head, bro.
Yeah.
It fits.
Yeah.
Huh.
So while we're getting some drinks and still hear you, what do you have coming up, Larkin? And if you want to talk about your channel, if you don't want to, we might talk about. Let me see what I got lined up here.
What do I have? I have a lot of things I wanted to do, but I just didn't have the time to do. But I do need to put something out. The last video I did was that the custom. I painted my legacy Megatron, Dragon Megatron, metallic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that figure, man. It looks so good. It's just was missing all the metallic red, so I just painted it metallic red.
Nice.
I might just do some more customs when I have a chance. Feeling sometimes painting is just more relaxing.
Yeah, that's the other thing. When I get rid of some of my stuff, I'm gonna be able to concentrate. What I wanted to do was customize some of my stuff and make, dioramas and all that stuff. So
Yeah, I wish I had the space to do dioramas.
Oh my god, yeah.
I got my own house. I mean, I had my parents move in so they could sell their house and enjoy the rest of their time here on Earth.
Well, you've been to Hawaii. You know how small houses here and how expensive
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and how much land you get for a
Yeah,
house.
I know.
So the prices of houses, like everybody now has $1 million house.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like $1 million house.
No.
No. That'd be like a townhouse with like 4 feet on each side of the house of property.
I'm seriously thinking of giving up on MPs except for the 84 crew
Uh-huh.
Oh my
and
god.
just do legends.
Hey,
for
so
space.
let's talk about who left. I'll have to bounce out.
Bye,
What's
Red.
up, Red Room? I haven't gotten to chat either. I still need to go get my drink. Go ahead, Larkin, but that's a good topic if you want to head that off. MP exhaustion. Where are you at with MP? Where are you? Go ahead.
It's for me. I like MPs a lot, especially the fans toy stuff. But it's just storage space. They're big. They're a lot bigger than the Chug and a lot bigger than Legends. And there's so many characters I want. I just don't have the space. Like if I think about all the characters I want, if I were to get them in MP scale, I just don't physically have the space. I'd rather, and with Legends like New Age and Magic Square, I mean, all these things they have the satisfaction of an MP in terms of transformation and how they look in both modes. So they're just a lot smaller. And I know a lot of folks are saying, but you're paying so much for something so small. But
Yeah.
real estate is expensive.
Yeah, I was this close to getting rid of most of my Transformers, like the new ones, the new Hasbro ones,
Mm-hmm.
and getting those little ones. And I was just like, man, they're like so expensive.
They're 134 to 169 for a Legends, all the way up to some of them hitting that almost $200 mark.
I know.
When Fans Toys was putting out 3 years ago, $150 fucking Cyclonus and shit. Cyclonus is like 169 and he's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's not Legends. Now Legends kind of took the market because everything just went bump in price. I get it. I have, I think, 12, maybe 13, 14 Legends figures.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them, but what I saw against them was I was at the right time where I was kind of like peeling back and be like, okay, don't buy so much. Like I already have that Ironhide in a fucking MP scale. I don't need to get the Legend scale. You know what I mean? So where he's positioned, or maybe not Ironhide, but wherever they're positioned is fine already. I wouldn't I don't think yet that I would get rid of all my Transformers just to go Legend scale for space just yet. But I tell you what I'm not going to do is, if I got 10 Optimus Primes, I'm not going to buy 11. If I got 10 Megatrons, I'm not going to buy 11th Megatron. You know, like you should only get so many Shockwaves, so many Soundwaves, so many Megatrons, so many Optimus, so many Starscream, so many Seekers, until you're finding like, okay, what can I delve into next? That's why I love the fact that G.I. Joe Classified came out. I think that was cool because it broke me away from the Transformer.
And how many Baronesses do you have?
7.
Hey, that's a special exception.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is, dude.
Well, you know, for me with the Legends though, because there's other creative stuff I want to get into, like the terrain dioramas. I don't have the space to do that for MP definitely,
Yeah.
but I could do it for Legends. And I think to me it's for me, and I guess everybody's gonna be different. Like houses here are small. They're just small and expensive. Real estate here is tiny. And I as much but you know, I'm probably just gonna keep the 84 crew because I want all of the original 84 Autobots and Decepticons in MP.
I need
And
to
then
get most of those.
I'll and we're very close to completing them with
I had a lot.
Fans Toys has with the Jazz. I think all we're missing is a decent wind charger. Because man, that what you call and Cliff Jumper. Well, Fans Toys has Cliff Jumper coming up, and then once that, I think I'm going to be complete with MPs. But like I started getting to MP combiners, I don't even know where I'm going to put them. Like I got the MP MMC Bruticus.
Yeah.
And I started on the. I have no idea where I can store that. I have Raiden. I don't even know why I bought that because I can't. I have no place to put it.
Because Kato bought it.
Dude, I dropped my Superion and it broke the thing on his head, and I can't find that piece.
Hey, I got one. How much you want for it?
Huh?
I got one. How much you want?
I don't.
Oh man.
I just want to find that piece because I'll just glue it back on.
Product director says if you guys haven't watched Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, watch it. It's the best thing. I was watching it that night. I hit you up about Marcos. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Kevin Bacon.
Funny. Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with Kevin Bacon. He's pretty cool.
Kevin Bacon's an idiot or whatever he says.
Red Room's gone.
Cracks me
80s
up.
to 90s. Yeah. I want to get your guys' opinion, Larkin, and Curtis and Marcos. The new trailer for Rise of the Beasts. What are thoughts on that, guys? Go ahead, Larkin.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. I just my expectations for these movies nowadays is I just want to see cool robots, cool fights, cool battles. Because if I overthink it, it's going to bother me. Because you know there's going to be plot holes. You know there's going to be it's just not going to make sense here and there. But I just want it's that's my expectation for the movies nowadays because it's just what it is. And I mean, just from the trailer, it looks pretty cool. I mean, some of the designs I thought were pretty neat. I kind of like the fact that the Maximals they're organic and metal on the outside. I thought that was a cool look. I'm honestly just looking more forward to the toys than the movie because I saw some previews of Air Razor and Battle Trap. I thought those looked pretty cool and stuff. But yeah, as far as the movie's concerned, it's like to me it's gonna be like watching. Was that was a movie where Stallone, Schwarzenegger, the
Unpredictables or the Expendables.
Expendables, yeah. That's my expectation. I keep my expectations so low, so if it exceeds that, then I'll be happy.
But what you think, Curtis?
Man, I love the trailer. As soon as I got a notification, as soon as it came on YouTube, and I sent it out to everybody after I watched it like 3 times. Man, I love the trailer, but that might mess it up for me because you know how trailers sometimes look really good.
They're designed to. I'm sorry, but a lot of
They're
people.
designed to sell you a ticket.
Yeah,
Everybody complains about clickbait, but can you tell me honestly what everybody is doing something to try to reel you in? Whatever it is, I got to make a thumbnail that draws you in. I've got to. I guess there is levels of clickbait. I mean, but their job is to do that, and sometimes they show you too much of the movie through. Back in the day, there was like what 2, 3 trailers maybe, and now there's like 10, 12, or by the time the movie comes out.
yep.
I
Well,
mean,
what's only disappointing is if you've seen all the best scenes in the trailer,
that's
like
usually what happens.
and there's nothing left
Yep.
to surprise you.
I
That sucks.
Yeah. And at the end, I swear I think Motormaster, but
Oh,
it was
cool.
he had the glass, semi.
Oh, is that Scourge, right? Is it supposed to be Scourge?
Maybe it was Scourge. It was black and purple.
Mm.
Maybe it was Scourge.
think it was Scourge.
I know Scourge was there choking the shit out of Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Because you can pause. There's enough there to pause. You can actually make out his face and stuff, which is really cool.
He runs
Oh,
some,
Bumblebee talks.
Yeah, I think that's where Bumblebee in the Bayverse loses his voice box or whatever you want to call it.
no, that's supposed
So
to be
so
Megatron
this
was supposed to take that.
That's what I
yeah.
thought.
So this what year does this take place in?
Good question. Good question.
Question, yeah.
It's very confusing right now what's going on with the timeline.
It's not confusing at all. Jazz is the Porsche, or Mirage is the Porsche. That's a 1986 Porsche.
No, it looks newer.
Yeah, it looks newer than 80.
So that's the thing that's confusing, Marcos. That car is newer. This is supposed to be old stuff. That car is very.
Look at Bumblebee. Bumblebee's a '79 fucking Camaro.
Yeah.
And Optimus Prime is not a Peterbilt. He's a weird name. It's a Optimus Prime is something. He's not a Peterbilt. And he's not a Freightliner. He's not a fucking Kenworth.
Wheeljack is supposed to be a freaking
BJ McKay.
VW panel band. VW panel band.
Truck.
So can I give my 2 cents on the movie, on the trailer? Marky.
If Curtis was done, I don't know if Curtis.
Oh, go ahead, Greg.
Oh, I was just gonna say I love the way it looked and how the Transformers were. Like there's
Yeah, it looks cool.
the way they looked. It looks so it looks really good to me. But other than that, go ahead, Marcos.
Did you go, Pat?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So I did not like Beast Wars at all. They were not something that I enjoyed. I think I watched one cartoon of it back when Marky was 3rd grade, and but I did buy him Optimus Optimal, and he had that. And actually, my mom bought it for me for Christmas one year, and it was a Transformer, so she bought it, and I was like, "Oh, cool." I don't like Beast Wars in my head. I didn't tell her. I was like, "Thanks, Mom. I love it." But in my head, I didn't really like Beast Wars. I couldn't grab the concept that a leopard can transform and shit. And then there was the weird ones that had the guts that came out, right? They had the gut pieces. And shit.
Yeah.
And there's a rat, and it wasn't. The characters didn't fit. Anyway, didn't really like it. But now, as an adult, 2018, I'm getting Guerrera from fucking.
Goria is
Chrome one, yeah. Perfect Effect with Perfect Effect and Jean Zhang, motherfucking Winged Dragon and shit. I got fucking Megatron in 2 different forms. I love it. And the Tyrannosaurus for Megatron, love it. The Raptor, which you always think it's Starscream, but it's not. And I got a couple now. And then I watched the trailer and I fucking love it. This will get me into Beast Wars. I love when Rhinox fucking roared.
Well, that was cool. The
Optimus Prime fucking leaped out and had that metallic fucking sound in his voice. Boom, 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 and shit, man. Fucking dope, dude. Everything about that trailer was epic. RC in that shit thank you for putting RC in something. And there's some slow-mo effects in there, man. This will bring me into Beast Wars, and I hope this toy line is done right by a third party, because I know, forgive me, Hasbro, I love you, but I know you're not going to do it right.
That van she's in is Wheeljack. Did you know that?
Okay, as a van, huh? Okay, and that's fine. Let this do its thing. Let it run its cycle. Let's see what it produces, and I could put a judgment after. But right now, the movie, I'm gonna go watch it, and I might watch it 3 times in the movie theater just for that sound quality. Maybe watch it in Dolby surround sound, whatever, to get the real fucking
IMAX.
Oh yeah, me and my buddies are already planning it out.
Cool. Maybe I'll fly over to Michigan and fucking watch it with you guys.
No, nobody wants to come to Hawaii and watch it.
yeah. I'll fly over the ocean, bro. I'm a chicken shit bitch when it comes to flying over the ocean.
I don't want to go over the ocean either. I don't want to get on cruise. I want none of that shit.
I'll go there. I ain't scared.
Every time I fly to the mainland, I gotta go over the ocean.
Yeah.
You are a man, Larkin. I am not.
I will fly there anytime.
I'm a scared, man. I don't want to get eaten by a shark. That's my fucking fear.
Don't go swim.
Oh man, I saw an article. There's the other island. A shark was like getting on the shoreline, dangerously close. It's kind of crazy.
Well, it's because I'll get the right now that the South Pacific or that area, the Ring of Fire is going off right now, pretty much.
The Ring of Fire.
All the volcanoes underwater, and like
the Hoop of Heat.
Thailand or somebody just had one went off today or yesterday or something like that.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, Godzilla or whatever doesn't emerge.
That one surprised me with everything that's going on.
Pops loves Godzilla.
This was hella cool though. This guy, can you see it?
Oh yeah, the snake mount.
Yeah, the snake mount he made out of foam and shit. Yeah,
that is nice.
It's huge too.
Shout out to the people who can work with their hands.
I know, man.
Master their craft, man. Stand their function. Yep.
Well, Pat, did you like the trailer?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, it's good. I wanted something different than Bayverse. I need somebody else to start taking the whip on this line. I just do.
Who? Nobody.
Who not? We don't know all the people out there. There's somebody that's there's one of us that maybe are in that field and can do it. Yeah. There's
Steven Spielberg.
Who knows? It could be
maybe Profit Director can do something.
Maybe anybody, bro. Maybe anybody. It looks like Bay all the time.
How would you do a Beast Wars Transformers movie to add in the CGI to make it look like? Would you have it rendered on cartoon look?
So check this out. So Marcos, like you said this to me one time, you're like, Pat, you make good thumbnails, but they're all the same. I can definitely tell they're your thumbnails out of line. So people have a certain style, right? And they tend to repeat the style because they're comfortable in it. It's what they know. To go out of your style, you really have to research, learn new stuff, and go on. Correct?
Yeah.
That's a basic simple. So this is his style. This is just how he does it. This is what he knows how to do. I just want somebody to come in and do different. So when I watch, I'm like, that looks like there's so many different things. And they're like, shout out Rhinox look great. Shout out RC looks awesome. I like how they made Optimus Primal look. I mean, there's like bonuses. It's the things around it that I'm like, I still see you, Bay. You're still there. It's still your technique. I want somebody else to take this. Like we talked on the show. Stop with the ADD. They've done so many different things. They've never finished anything.
Yeah, I'm already expecting the 8. That's why my expectations are set to that low. They're
not finishing anything. Like I referred to, MCU started in 08. This started in 07. MCU took stories and they built upon them. And sometimes they would go back to fill stuff in. Transformers has just been crazy all over the board. They don't finish anything.
Yeah.
Shout out to Unicron, right? That was thrown in right then. Shout out to the chick that turned him into Nemesis Prime, Quintessa. awesome figure, great. We never got to see any more about her. Lockdown had a pretty much a good film, right? But
They don't have a 10-year plan.
no,
They don't.
it's just like ADHD kid just creating something, or ADHD, and they made too many things and they didn't build on a universe like they could have done. It's been 16 years with this line. So Marcos, I see a lot of good stuff in there, right? I just tired of seeing Bay's hands in it.
Yeah,
That's all.
I mean, the
Damn,
Travis
too.
Knight one would have been a good time to start anew. You know what I mean? With the Bumblebee movie.
Yeah.
I really like the Bumblebee. I've seen the Bumblebee movie 9 times, if not 10.
I need to watch it, seen it once, and all of my reaction was meh. I didn't say I hate that. I didn't say I love it. I was just like, I don't feel anything for this. I didn't get any character development. There weren't enough bad guys to do to go over the top. I don't know.
I think
So
maybe it's ending.
I thought it was a good start.
I don't know
thought
what I'm missing. So I need to watch it again. And somebody say, "Look, well, you might have missed this. You might have missed that."
So there's not any. I don't think there's any franchise line of movie that I get deep into to where I'm like, what happens now? I watch every movie, like Pop was saying earlier too. I watch every movie for what it is, and it's that block of my memory.
No,
And
I can too. But
yeah,
do you like MCU?
the
Marvel.
Marvel.
Do you want like the Marvel universe? Do you like the Iron Man? Do you like the End Game? Do you like the Scarlet Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow? Do you like how they did all that? How they took it from Iron Man and then they brought it to Avengers and then they brought it to Endgame and then they introduced Guardians of the Galaxy. But they didn't leave Guardians over here all by themselves. They integrated them in after they introduced them. That's what I'm talking about.
To be fair, G1 Transformers goes into Generation 2 Transformers, goes into Generation 3 maybe. We got the 86 movie, and that's when everybody died in 1986 movie. And what does a director have for filament to put into that? Then they went, I think Transformers Prime. I think Transformers Prime, if they started a seed with that and blew that up, that'd be fucking awesome. But
Prime didn't jump all over the board. It stayed A to B and it flowed.
It's an hour and a half long. Or I mean, if you put all the series was how many series? 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13. They didn't keep doing years and years and years with it. They stopped already. They just stopped. I just don't see, which is fine. I think Michael Bay tried his best at what he had to deal with watching. It looks like he watched the 1986 movie. I don't know where Lockdown came from. That's a new character. There's no
character.
No IDW character of Lockdown. So IDW, if
Lockdown came from animated.
He's interviewed where he said that he didn't know a lot about it.
Yeah, and
went through.
I get that. I get that because I'm not a guy that knows too much about either. I stopped watching Transformers and G.I. Joe when I was like 12 because life started, right? We always talk about that, cheerleaders and high school and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like
wait, hold on. What?
Oh no, I was going to say I part of me wonders is the limitation with Transformers that whoever directs it is always seems to be limited to this cast of characters. Prime, Bumblebee. I don't know. It just seems like everything just repeats, right? The nice part with the MCU is you had Avengers, you had individual movies, you had now. Is there something that can Transformers be broken up to teams like that, where you can make a long 10-year story?
I said, so people are overlooking the fact that you can build upon this universe. You don't have to keep doing these one shots. We think about all of them. I mean, where's Megatron in this? People are like, well, he could still be in there. I'm like, I highly doubt it. And if he is, it's probably gonna be very nil. They're bringing in a bad guy named Scourge, right? He wasn't in Beast Wars.
No.
It seems like they keep starting anew, like start from, you know what I mean? Instead of
what I'm saying. How about a universe? So I said somebody needs to take cues from the IDW 2005 to 2018.
I
They
wish that
they built. They started and they built. They built. They built. They built. They had a team that was creative, and they filled in holes. They may start in one place and then they would give you a story previous later, which is what a good story does. It's just too all over the board. It's like, and they made Scourge look like his face looks like corn. I got an echo.
what
Somebody's
happened.
got something on.
Is it me?
It
I
might be.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was you, Marcos. All of a sudden,
Is it better now?
I don't know. I
How
think
about
it's good.
Okay.
So go ahead, Larkin.
No, I just think I don't know. Part of me just thinks that you have this same set of casts, and they just try to start a new. It just seems like they make a Transformers movie, see if it makes money, and then they say, okay, let's make another one, see if it makes money. And they don't have a long plan. Like even when B came out, I thought that was going to be a new launching point, but then now we're like Rise of the Beast. So I don't, maybe it's Hasbro that makes those decisions. Maybe they're like, we just need you to sell toys. We just need you to sell toys. We don't. I mean, they've pretty much given up on their E1. I think they're trying to sell it.
Yeah.
So it looks like they want to get out of that business. So it's because remember there was a time where we thought all that would become in house, like Hasbro's own studios and all that stuff, like Marvel Studios. But I think that vision is gone now that they want to sell E1 or parts of it. So I don't know. I just think I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest. I don't think the Hasbro. I think they're at this point wanting the media to drive toys. At this point, I don't. I part of me feels like they're out of the universe building business.
They're
Well,
they're not
cinematic.
having the art build the toys.
Yeah.
So when you make a movie or you create anything, any creation is art. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
But go ahead. Sorry.
You're good.
I was happy with it. That's my last and final. I was happy with it. I was actually pretty excited after watching it of how it brought me to thinking, damn, this is gonna be a fucking good visual movie.
I'm excited for that too. I mean, that's same with Marco. I'm like, I have my own little internal gripes about it, but when I saw it, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a nice way to kill 2 hours. And
yes. Like, why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Jay Hollow, anything Hasbro does with Transformers is sell toys. You're 100% right, but you can go about how you sell them in different ways.
Well, I think Hasbro's doing a really good job with Classified and Transformers. I think that we buy all their shit because they're doing such a good job.
Right now, they're in financial trouble. Not financial trouble. They've released their earnings, and they're like, look, they're not good. Oh, hey, it took this long to get porn bots.
Yes.
Oh, but I mean, everyone's market value thing is going bad right now. Like, I hate looking at my stocks right now. I don't look at them anymore.
Right. Like Jay Hollow, this is not about haters and fanboys. I am firmly against people classifying people. All human beings have wanted to do is categorize people, put them in groups. Why the fuck do we keep talking about people being haters and people being fanboys? Stop. Now, if somebody doesn't like something and they're across the board, it's fine. You gotta stop labeling people. That's got us in trouble for so many years through our history. So if I go on to the debate with Jay Hollow, which is a good dude, and he likes Bayverse, I don't down him because he likes Bayverse. I like some Bayverse, right?
But
immediately people want to put up their defense flags, right? It's like, no, just have a conversation.
Yeah. I think the sad part is I think those folks who get so defensive, I personally think they're not comfortable with themselves. You know what I mean? They have to get some affirmation that everybody else is doing what they're doing as well. I mean, but I've been collecting since 1995, right? You had to be comfortable going to the toy aisle by yourself as an adult, right? So I just don't understand the mentality that why do you need other people to think like you, or just like, hey, you like it, you like it, I like this, you like that, I like, you know what I mean? It's, I have my own reasons, everyone has their own reasons. It's at the end of the day, if you like what you like, be happy about it. And if somebody doesn't like it, it's okay. I mean, I
And
can't tell you like, if you say your favorite color is red, I'm gonna say you're wrong. How can you be wrong?
right.
Right.
So
It can't be. It's an Autobot.
go ahead, Marcos. I know you have feelings toward this. Nobody's feelings is wrong. We just talk. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, for anybody in chat, it's classified for life, not O-ring for life.
O-rings.
O-rings.
At the
O-rings are really cool, but I got too many of them, and I'm only getting certain classifieds, so I'm gonna keep my classifieds. I'm really pushing to get rid of my regular.
I am collecting the O-rings.
Good. I have five or six original O-rings that I got from Profit. I got a couple from Profit Director. I got a couple from fucking Cobra Viper Pack. I do love O-ring. They bring
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Classifieds are way superior. All the new stuff is way superior.
I think that's where it gets lost, Larkin. People think you're calling O-rings superior. I'm just saying I like them a lot. They hold tight with me. They're cool. They got playability. They go into other vehicles. Classified is different. It's got super detail. It's people immediately think when I say I prefer O-ring over classified, I'm a hater. Oh, you're a hater on fucking classified. No, I didn't say that.
It's just like the G1. I like to collect the old G1. I know the modern MPs are way more better and they represent it, but it's just something about the old stuff that I had, right?
Yeah.
That is tight. I want that.
That's the APC Black
I haven't
Rack.
tried looking for it yet, but I want to get it.
That's cool.
I like it a lot.
I know somebody is selling one. I should message him.
It is good. I wish U.S. sellers would sell. I'm not sure if any of the U.S. sellers have him, but
Chosen Prime had him. Had her.
Now, be honest with you though, I'd only pay like $45 off it. It's a knockoff. It's painted, right? The other APC toys, when they first came out, they were price cheap, and I think they jacked the price up on that. I think.
Yeah. Well, China's economy is also kind of getting hit hard too.
Well, yeah, like all this stuff's made out of oil product.
Yeah.
I
noticed a lot of their stuff has been going up in price too. Outside of toys, just other things have been going up.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Anything made out of oil.
And then the lockdowns that they haven't been helping, so they jack it up even more to make up for the lost income.
Man,
it's crazy some of the stuff that they're going through right now.
It's getting ridiculous. Like I go to the grocery store, but for some reason I remember the price of food like crazy. I'm like, that was $1.62. How is it $3.42 now? Like,
it's great. Early this year, a 20-pound bag of rice was $10 in Hawaii. Now it's 20.
Dude, I mean, double. We're in a serious time. So I call it what happens when so the rich, we know how they are. So after a while, the poor class they get a little more money, things start going good. They move into the middle class, right? Well, then the middle class people kind of move up. So the rich people don't want any of their money. They don't want to lose any of their money. They just want to keep making money. So when the lower classes start getting more money, I've watched this twice in my lifetime. Every time the economy goes to shit, I'm like, I can see what's happening. The rich don't want to fucking get any poorer. And they so when us type people come up, it just the economy goes to shit and we go back down and they stay rich. And this is like a next segment of it. Like so you could say it's because of the Bud Ice. Shout out to Bobby, that's what he calls it, Bud Ice. And so I never say that it's not real, but all this stuff has an agenda, and I feel like this financial economy we're in is a big part of the agenda why it happened. Sorry, but when we live in a world where our government is pretty greedy,
Speaking of channels that earlier I used to watch, I do watch a lot of financial uh, channels, and there's some good ones out there that help you prepare and like do what the rich do. When you see what they're moving, when they're moving, then you do the same basically. There's there's like, especially like if you can foresee like inflation coming, it's a good time to grab equity on your house. And then so like one of my customers is accountant, basically was telling me you grab equity on your house when the rates were super low, and then now rates are up. So if you put it in a CD, the CD rate is higher because of inflation now, because they're trying to tame down inflation. So that what you borrowed on, it's like a wash. You're actually making money now, so as you can pay down the interest of what you took the equity out earlier when the rates are low. And he was telling me it's kind of amazing because it's a, you know, you gotta watch what rich folks start doing. He says notice why the housing market went up. They started buying property because they knew inflation was going to go up, and they
why do you
knew
think they
rates.
know before everybody else does?
Oh, because well, with spending, you can see how people start spending and all that other stuff. So I mean, that's how So basically, it was telling me you have to learn these things so you don't get caught, because all these and then you look, why are they buying all these houses? They're willing to take the risk on that because the house is already tangible. So if they can easily get rid of it if they need to, but if things go as they predict, they're basically borrowing it way cheap, and they're going to spend it with cheap money because of the higher rates. It's pretty fascinating, pretty fascinating. So I actually did that. We before, when rates are super low, we refied the house, took the took the equity out, and then now we're going to put it in a CD and stuff. I mean, just little things you can do, little things you can.
But
But there's a lot of financial channels that I mean,
go ahead, Marcos. I think you have some comments toward that.
No, we when interest rates over here in California hit 1.95%, we definitely took advantage of it. But we didn't. We left everything alone. We didn't pull any of the equity out and do this with it. We just wanted to refi, and then we refinanced at a 20-year loan,
mhm.
not a 15, not a 30. We stuck it at 20. And dude, we bought this house right here for 189, and
Mm.
right now this fucking house in the market today is worth 499. So we have that much equity built in here, and then because my wife is a real estate agent, so is my son.
Mm.
She capitalized on it and told our neighbors, hey, if ever you move, everybody, I'd like to buy your house. So this neighbor was like, hey, well, I'm moving. She's like, cool. So she bought their house with
Smart.
me. Yeah, with me as the proprietary buyer and my son as the co-buyer. But we gave it to
Smart.
my son. So and then she couldn't buy it because she was the one doing the loan. So California has
Plus the rate is better if it's your first house, right? For tax purposes.
yeah, and so he's locked in at like 3%. We're locked in at like damn near just barely under 2%. It's ridiculous.
Nice.
And so there's but so we're like, man, we could sell, but we're like, no, we're gonna be good. But what will be the bad part is if the market crashes and everything, like our house is only worth 100,000 in 5 years from now because shit went to shit. We should have jumped on the prop, but we
It's a
wouldn't be
risk.
anywhere,
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea that you put that money aside because now it's yours. It's not locked into just. I think you did good, Larkin.
Yeah, we put it aside, and then now we're looking at putting it in a higher, because the interest rates now are higher than before. So when borrowing interest goes up, even the uh, interest that you gain goes up at the same time. So that's what we're looking at doing. But yeah, it's I don't know. Sometimes you watch financial channels and kind of see that's what they're doing.
Mhm.
That's where they're making those moves now.
But we do the same with our toys. Like, oh, what's that? What's that Baroness going for right now? Shit, I'm bad on toy purchasing and thinking of it's gonna have some equity and shit. Ain't
Sometimes you're nuts, man.
nothing, nothing holds equity in toys, man. It goes
Not toys,
down.
not toys, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, I just hope all of us are weather through the storm of just
I think we're all gonna be fine. I think we're all gonna be okay. Do you do silver, Larkin?
yeah,
Silver.
precious metal.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
You do. I don't have any gold. Do you have any gold?
I got some,
Gold. No,
I got some
I
silver. Gold was too expensive when I
gold was
started.
too expensive. Yeah, I do silver and I also do crypto. But crypto I got in like over 10 years ago.
How's crypto going right now?
Hey, as long as Bitcoin doesn't go less than $100, I'm okay.
But for how long are you wanting to wait in the game before you're just like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm just going to get out of it. Because you can continue. How long do you wait before? Because you're like, as long as it doesn't do this, I'm fine. But how long are you willing to wait? Because it could do that at any moment.
Oh yeah. I I'm actually okay waiting maybe 10 years or something or so.
Right.
I've it's right even with it dropping as much as it's dropped, it's still way higher than what I ever imagined it would be. So
Uh-oh.
Oh, so that Arizona governor, the one that supposedly won, she has ties into getting crypto from that guy or whatever.
oh, the FTX dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that guy pulled off the perfect scam. Like, how did like if I
Yeah.
met like
He should be in jail right now, at least for holding.
I'm just saying, how did a guy that looks like him, young kid, I mean, he's a kid messing around with billions of dollars. Like, how did how I don't know. Like, he must have did a lot of name dropping or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that's so. How did he get an audience with so many people, so many influential people, right? With his with I don't know.
Maybe
It's
he's got a
crazy.
demon in him or something. I don't know.
It's like
I
you can't put a word, you can't put a description on it, Larkin. I get it.
Yeah, you can't.
Hey,
Oh,
Pack, on a
Mark-
scale of 1 to 10, how buzzed are you?
3.
No
Three.
shit.
I think I have a buzz block. I think I have a buzz block tonight.
Buzz block because you didn't drink fast enough, man. Go get a want to shotgun a beer with me? We'll fucking.
I'm finishing up my freaking liquid cocaine, bro.
Better down that shit, man.
Sometimes it happens to me. I told you about that a long time ago, man. Sometimes it just nothing I do. My mind will release the buzz. So I don't know,
It's like not being able to get a hard on.
but completely different people.
Yeah.
I've never had that problem.
So says every man as they flex their muscle. Not me, not me. All right, Marcos, what do you want? Do you have a topic you want to talk about before we get out of here? One more.
So
shit.
I'm. It's 8:30 here, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to get dinner already.
Oh, cool.
I'm actually an early riser. I usually get up about 3:45 every morning.
Yeah, we're almost done. Shout out to Larkin, man. We are going to do our normal top 14. Yes, it's strange. It's top 13 or top 14, Marcos?
14.
Remember? See? It's happening. We do our top 14. Larkin was on our very first one, I do believe. And I think he's been on both of them. Have you been on both of our top 14s, Larkin? I think you have.
You're asking me to remember something that I'm very bad at remembering. I have to write everything down, man.
We'll wait till after the first of the year before we review our top 14. It's top 14 because it was our 14th show we ever did. This is our 61st show, Larkin.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question for Larkin when you're done.
Yep.
Me too. One question before you go, Larkin, as well.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Go ahead, Chris.
I thought Pac was still talking.
No, good. Go, Chris.
Oh, does McDonald's still sell the Spam and rice there?
Yes, they do, but they no longer sell the Simon.
Oh,
The ramen, the Simon,
Yeah.
is got discontinued because the business that was supplying McDonald's the Simon went out of business. Unfortunately, it's a sad
man.
day.
Little Royale with cheese.
Okay, my turn. Larkin, I will bet $100 to a penny that you are familiar with Fun Bee toys.
Yes, I am.
Okay, this guy is.
I resell his stuff.
Okay,
Like,
good.
I'm an authorized reseller to print and sell his stuff.
Okay, so here is this fucking guy from the 1986 movie that I'm sure you're familiar with as well, that I'm about to get from somebody else on eBay who is affiliated with Funby as well. He's a Patreon, and he's able to get he can blah 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 blah. But that thing right there.
Yeah,
Right there.
that is beautiful.
Okay, so this is
I want the squids.
294 to 300, and here he is with a size comparison. Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah, it's
yeah.
huge.
Okay, and then that's a 86 Rodimus Prime or Hot Rod, and this is obviously what he is. You got cup in the air.
Yeah, that's That's cool. Yeah.
Right. So, and then one more pick. Hold on. Oh.
Shout out to the 86 movie.
Yeah.
You can take his head off like a helmet and leave his eyeballs and skull down there, and then turn it around, and there's like an entrance to a computer room where there's a computer. It's and all those arms are ball joints. Now this guy wants $294 with free shipping out of the Michigan area. It's not Michigan; it's like Maryland or somewhere.
Yeah.
Where?
It's Collector Crafts.
Yeah, Collector Crafts. Yeah, there.
You know him?
He does good work. I mean, I think he's probably sold a few of those already because I seen them on display.
That came out a year ago, and all of a sudden I was looking through a bunch of shit last night. So that's my next want is that, but I want to wait till like after January hits so I can get rid of the holidays and shit before I spend money on myself. But do you think that $294 is a decent price on eBay? And I know eBay has a markup of at least 10%.
I think it is, especially if shipping is free. Like for me, if I were to ship that thing out, you're talking about already $30 from Hawaii.
At least, yeah.
Yeah,
$30, not in the States. It's more than that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're probably around there. I'm guesstimating low. But from the size of that thing, it probably takes. I'm assuming it probably takes at least maybe 1.5 spools. And
He says
you're talking about that's like 30.
To me, that's not a bad price at all.
He says 316 hours to print.
Oh yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Hope it's a good print material.
He says, This is what he says. He says, this is the Fun Bee Studios take on the 86 Transformers animated movie Octopus. It's completely 3D printed in beautiful metallic gold filament to really make it stand out. Some custom modifications have been made to Fun Bee's original design to add additional detail and stability to the piece. The top is removable to reveal a control center, which adds a whole new level of playability to it. The tentacles are fully articulated. They use a friction ball and socket joint to do an excellent job of holding different positions for your display. The piece comes painted almost completely assembled. You will only need to attach the tentacles to the base. Earthrise Wheeljack MP28 Hot Rod not in the picture, blah, blah, blah. This is an extremely long print time piece. It takes 316 machine hours to print plus finishing. Please be patient for placing your order. Be sure to check out my video, blah, blah, blah. He has a video on YouTube. So I watched the video on YouTube, and it's good.
That sounds right for print time. I mean, and then, of course, he's probably including the cleanup time because – when you get the print, it has all the the supports attached to it, so it has to manually remove all the supports off of them.
Yes.
And so I honestly, the print time alone is the main reason why I haven't printed it. Because I did download that model, slice it. I'm like, oh, all my printers gonna have to be running for so.
Do figures fit down inside that in the control room? Is that what it's saying?
No, a figure about this tall, bro.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's not to scale. If it was MP scale, it'd be 24 inches, 30 inches tall. Because remember in the movie, that motherfucker was a big octopus and shit, right? He sold 10 so far, in a year.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, he probably only makes, like, I'm assuming he has a couple of printers dedicated just to run that, because that's a long time.
See how tiny the control room is?
He's sold 10 because it's probably he's only ever printed 10 of them things before
his
that long.
No, his YouTube subscriber count is at 72. He's got no advertisement. He's just
I see him on Facebook a lot. I see his post on Facebook. But yeah, that's a long print. Because I remember I downloaded that file because I was thinking, oh, cool, this would be cool to print, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna take up my machine for how many days? Over,
yeah.
Not just one machine, a couple of machines for how many days? And I think Collector Crafts probably has a bigger print farm than I do. I'm only running 1, 4, 5, 6 printers.
Okay.
So he's probably running 10 to 20, I guess.
He's in Delaware and he has 100% feedback, 100% positive feedback. He's got 5.0s on accurate description, reasonable shipping cost, shipping speed, communication. I'm getting that, man. It's fucking.
It's a big piece. Maybe one day I'll print it, but man, I have ADD for prints that if it takes a few days, I don't want to print it.
Right.
Because there's so many things that I want to. I guess for me personally, there's so many smaller things that I want. Like I want to print weapons, I want to print this, and then to have my printer just. And the thing that I'm afraid of the most, here's another thing factored into that cost. Because this is the saddest thing that could ever happen when you have a long print. You have a power outage.
Ooh.
And you have to start all over again.
Oh. The level of fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I've actually on a couple of my printers I bought battery backups just because of that.
Yeah.
I don't know because it's frustrating too because like if you're almost like 75% done and then it's like I gotta start another week or another quarter and stuff. I mean, that's the current pains with 3D printers nowadays. But maybe one day they'll be a lot quicker, or they'll be. It'd be nice if there'll be better ways to. I don't know, just quicker. I guess I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end it. Larkin's got to go anyway. It's like 12:30 here. I'm gonna go ahead and my cup juice is about empty, so we're gonna go ahead and end this. And I want to thank, as always, Marcos, our 61st episode, and huge shout out to Sardo Numspa. If Big Stan didn't have the name of Big Homie, he'd be Big Homie. So he's Big Easy, man. Shout out to Sardo Numspa, man. Can't get no more of a cool guy than that. And we miss him. Hopefully we get to talk to him soon. And shout out to Curtis. Thanks for stopping, bro. Always appreciate good conversations with you. And we had a 3 live stream VIP on the show tonight. Marcos knows 3 live stream VIPs were the first people commenting over 2 years ago when we just decided to go live randomly. And that's Larkin. He was one of them. So
I always enjoy watching you guys when I have a chance. It's and thank you for just like shooting the invite. I know it's like really last minute, so I'm glad it was, you had this after show that we after party thing that could actually hang out.
Yeah. I'm honored to be able to hang out with all y'all, all the people we do stuff with, man. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove everybody. Marcos, you got anything I want to say?
Shout out to Gushing Gobbletron and Profit Director after Party. Profit, I would love nothing more than to hang out and talk with you for another hour and a half to 2 hours, bro. But I have such a busy week this coming up. I got to be on my toes. I took a shot of tequila, which I shouldn't have done. But I know, man, I would love to do the after party, bro. But it's 10:30 for me. I gotta be a pussy and bitch out and not do an after. I gotta slap myself into reality and not do that. But shout out to everybody in chat for fucking and friends for coming in and fucking.
Everybody's chat's always awesome. Yeah, but it's my job to call it when people need. I know Marcos got work and shit, so we're gonna be out of here. So, with that being said, peace.
Gotta go bang.
We gotta
Later.
do freeze frame so we don't hit an endless loop. Freeze frame.
Gotta go bang.